So everybody, this is March 29th, Digimon card game tomfoolery, but most importantly, it's the tonight is the or today, this afternoon. This afternoon is the Eagle's Nest Season 4 Championship Tournament. Single elimination, best of 3, 15-minute rounds, where all our players for the past, few months now have been accumulating points with their rankings and placements that have allowed them to get in, essentially earn enough points, and our top point earners get to play tonight for some like pretty wild prizing, which is kind of sick. All sponsored through like just like the money and stuff that the tournament has generated, and like it's a lot of cool product, man. They get to be playing for it's not nothing. It's definitely not an air fryer. Let me show that off right here for a second. I also need to set up my thing for Eagle, but you can see, oh well, case tournament for Eagle's Nest. If you want to keep supporting Eagle's Nest, April 6th is a cool case tournament happening here next week, next Sunday, something like that. This is what first place gets. They get their the Digipanda sleeves, the Digipanda mat, the Curiosity tokens, along with some of the new A-Vault merch that's been coming around. Looks really lovely and nice. Second place gets a choice of what you see there, just not the box. And then we cut back a little bit for third place, but still, no matter what, still some cool stuff regardless of the fact. So very exciting one way or the other. Can I bring back the where's the Eagle cam? Eagle picture. Oh, there we go. Fix that. And then we fix that. Hey, it's back right there at the bottom. Fantastic. I've been glazing glazing Curiosity tokens, but Panda's mat and look amazing too. The sleeves look insane. Like the fact that the sleeves have like a holographic film to them is nutty for sure. I need to stop doing my Maple Story dailies in the background and focus on getting Eagle on. He said he was gonna be a little late tonight, which it's fine. That's life, man. But I'm just sitting here killing robots for my Maple Story daily, and I really should just focus on Digimon. Oh, Eagle, and then we can just kind of relax. I'm groggy. I'm definitely groggy. I kind of just woke up like 20 minutes ago. I'm gonna be real with everybody. Yeah, that's about it. There we go. So it's like my brain just feels a little slower than average. And we got this button, we got that button. We're gonna get this button. We're gonna get that button. Oh, we're so set. We're cooking. You guys, I want you guys to know I still dabble in the One Piece community. And man, am I glad we're not the One Piece community, man, because like they got so much stupid drama over there. Like I think like the worst Digimon gets is people get a little uppity about Mario, and it's like not even that bad, right? Like that's like the worst it gets in Digimon is that like people are a little uppity about Mario. But like after like the stuff going down in One Piece is like so like, oh my god, it's just like, how are we adults in 2025? Like it's so stupid. Oh, it infinitely amuses me. I guess just with like that much money in your game, like you're just bound to get fucking that bad of people, you know? Money just brings out the worst in people, man. It's pretty sad. Let me double check on how the tournament is shaping out to be. Looks like I need to double check. I need to find this bracket. Let me see. I gotta ask Michael for the bracket. I assume he's I'm gonna message him. Send me the bracket, please. How do you spell please? Is it like Prew? Please? Please. All right, we're just gonna type it like that. Send me the bracket, please. There we go. Anyway, it's looking like, from what I see here, we're also smaller in general compared to One Piece. I guess, yeah, you have the, just like with more people, like you're just bound to get the weirdos. But it's always like, I guess the analogous I'm coming up with is just like, it's just like other, like their I don't want to call it celebrities, but it's like, you know, like our content creators slash people you see on Twitter, like our famous people, I guess. Like I said, it's like the worst it gets is Mario says something and then people get uppity. For them, it's like so bad. Like it's crazy. All right. Ooh, so we have our top 16. I have Kakeru versus Michael LaFayette, Savior Kupo versus Walter, Mako Killer versus McCare, Polka Trooper versus Melga Man, Moss versus Marshmallow Ruffian, Blake Banter versus Mun Fusion, Nice versus Marcos Greppi, and then Tessero versus Magnetimon. Like, who would I even want to watch there? They all suck. I don't mean it. That's a bit, I swear. Oh, all right. Everyone's at their tables getting started. I think. I'm inclined to get Omni-Man and Polka Trooper. So let's weasel our way over. Let's weasel our way over there. I'm a fan of Polka Trooper just because like their red hybrid shenanigans. They also like do red birds like over the. If I'm mistaken, let's see if I can remember like the decks these people play for the most part. You know, I might not be able to remember Omni-Man, but Polka Trooper definitely like played a lot of red hybrid, and that for me is. I mean, I just love hybrids, so I'm so happy to be able to remember that and support that. But this is a top 16 top cut, essentially. Think of it that way. Single elimination, best of 3, 50-minute rounds with a 5-minute overtime. 50-minute rounds are kind of long, but I guess we kind of just don't want ties in a top cut, so we try to extend the limit. You know what I mean? Would be cool, or something's happening. Do you usually stream Eagle's Nest at this time? I just want to join in on the new season. So let me explain what's happening tonight. Season 4 of the Eagle's Nest tournament is ending tonight this afternoon with our championship. We have been playing every Monday, every Wednesday, or every Thursday at 8 p.m. 7:30 p.m. Monday and Thursday respectively. Our topping players have been earning points and to play to get an invite to this invitational here at the end of season 4 concluding, and season 5 starts next week Monday at 8 p.m. I didn't explain this well at all. I'm sorry. But the next season will begin next week starting with Monday at 8 p.m. EST. And then we also host Thursdays, 7:30 p.m. EST, and our players we'll start again with season 5 next week. So it's not double elim, it's not Swiss, it's top cut, single elimination bracket. I might put the bracket up on screen here in one of our in-betweens so you guys could see. Speaking of Mario, he's starting up his tournament. Oh, that's so exciting. Is he still, I forget when he used to do his tournament. Is he going to fill in that Tuesday spot? I think he always did like Tuesday, Wednesday, But that's really exciting. I'm glad. I'm happy to see more people try to like do this thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, other than the big ones like Vault, just a dude who makes cool junk, and Panda, who's starting to make cool junk, and both chill when it comes to interacting with us. Lol. I can only tell you for sure that Panda is cool. Yeah, no, no, Panda is cool. Everyone I've met is cool. Like I've never met someone from the Digimon like famedom. I'll call them, because you gotta also include like the top players that you meet, or like people that are vocal on Twitter that you meet. Which, like, maybe this is a hot take, but like if you just post on Twitter, you're not a content creator. But like you still get famous and known, right? Or post on Facebook. I'm sure there's like plenty of people. Like, I don't know. I just don't consider Facebook posts and Twitter posts content. But maybe that's a hot take. Maybe that's a boomer take potentially. I have no clue. But let's actually, like, this is important. This is our top players tonight. I really do want to focus on the actual gameplay matches here, and it looks like Royal Knights has gotten off to a pretty strong start, being able to turn early Magnamon, which is one of our best Royal Knights to play early, into a Last Guardian, and Cool Boy on the board. So we're pretty set up. Cool Boy is the equivalent of ramping 1 in Royal Knights, but it comes with a draw, which is really important. And Omnimon here at the top of the screen is definitely playing the Gallantmon X Antibody line deck. Seeing that, no, this deck it can just be that powerful, man. I played it in the finals at my locals tonight, and it made me realize, like, I'm still playing Blue Hybrid, everybody, and it's like, and sometimes you play against a more meta deck, and you're like, how did I get hit versus this stuff, man? And so I was pretty salty last night in terms of like, why does Gallant get to live versus Blue Hybrid? But otherwise, we're all friends at local, so I never hate the player, not the game. But definitely a strong deck. I think a lot of the power, funny enough, is like secret, is compacted into that level 5x antibody that we're seeing right there get picked up through the Guillemon search. But we might be just, I don't know why we attacked there. Maybe I guess we're just trying to take the attacks while we can. Little chips go a long way. We're gonna get the Purge of the Royal Knights on board, which is gonna be kind of good, because we could either spit out that Magnamon, get a draw, but at this point, spitting out Magnamon might be pretty bad, considering that a 7k body is pretty dealable. Like, if you pass too much memory to the Gallantmon deck, they're gonna pretty easily clear that, if you will. Risu, watch out. There's a distraction that requires 10 minutes of explanation. And that's tough. I'm EU. It's midnight when you guys get started. Yeah, I know. Like, you're still allowed to play, but like, because we do support cross regions, but yeah, no. I know. I've tried to get some EU guys to commentate with me, and it's usually the same story. It's just so late for them, and people have got jobs. I haven't been in the Digimon space on Twitter /Blue Sky. That's fair. I try to avoid it too. I have a Twitter, but that's more for like, because I'm a YouTuber kind of thing, and I felt like I really needed to have it. But yeah. See if I'm missing anything. Okay, we're not missing anything in the background. And we're gonna play Dynasmon. Wow, I actually feel like and we're playing 2 Dynasmon. I've kind of felt for a while now that Dynasmon has been moving out of, and we're just gonna grab both Purge of the Royal Knights. We're not even gonna grab the Secret Rare Gallantmon, and we're not doing any. Oh, because that clears the board. Oh, all right, fair enough. Attack into the protoform, and we're good. As long as we can choke to a decent amount of memory, okay, 2's fine. 2's good. Depends on what we're able to Digivolve into for the Gallantmon. Gave him the Proto form, so this Magnamon might actually just bite the bucket. We'll see. One thing I'm looking at is the blue and red hybrid are the only cheap tier 1.1, 1.5 decks, tier 1 decks in perennial, or you agree Imperial or Royal Knights are expensive if you don't have the core. Oh, in terms of building a new deck, I don't think the hybrids are 1.5 anymore. Those hits hurt them a lot. You could probably run red. I've been running a red-based blue hybrid, which would do pretty well at locals, but I don't think it has too great a matchup into things like Gallantmon or Royal Knights might be okay because you just like chunk yourself with so many floodgates. Yeah, Dynus doesn't feel the same anymore in the deck. The reach just doesn't feel satisfying versus Cool Boy. Yeah, no, for sure. But at least we got to see we got to see a cool combo with it that actually made it relevant. We're gonna Digivolve for 2, Digivolve into Growlmon X, receive the on deletion little trigger. Now the thing is, are we going to... I think we might just protoform Wargrowl X to delete the Magnamon. Maybe that's not even worth it. Maybe we just attack into security again. 7th grade Demon Lord. Yeah, no, Royal Knights and 7th grade Demon Lord are kind of expensive. Royal Knights originally was expensive too, even in BT13, just because you had to run not play sets of both secret rares, but you did have to run a playset of Omnimon, which was a secret rare, and then you had to get a collection of Gallantmons, which, again, secret rare. After that, it was pretty easy to build, but because I think that's it, and the rest were rare. Oh no, well, King Drasil itself was a super rare, but still. Oh gosh. Hit security, we hit. What did we hit? Oh, Last Guardian. Okay. That's a good news for us. We're going to go into Wargrowl. We're going to delete the Omeka. That's huge. We're going to gain 2 memory, gain 3rd memory. Jesus Christ. Talking about how expensive Royal Knights is even at base rare usually. Yep. Was Leopard an SR? I don't think Alpha was an SR. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember. Alpha might have been an SR now that I think about it. Dang, now it's our turn again. So we're going to protoform into Wargrowl X. That will delete the Magnamon. Man, the Omeka. Oh man, playing the Omeka has turned around and become such a devastating turn of events. We're going to delete the Dynus. Oh my goodness. Leopard's other form was the SR, so was the Leopard. Regular Leopard was a rare. Okay, cool. Thank you. The Leopard mode. Leopard mode was definitely the rare. Thank you. Oh. We're going to hard play the Omeka off of the Cool Boy effect. Do we get Omni X? Dang, no Omni X. But D13 Alpha was a secret rare or super rare. Nice. All right, fair enough. Even then, they were pretty easy to pick up. I don't remember anything else being too difficult to grab. Yeah, just go Gallon X here, man. I don't see why not. I'm going to minus 4K the... Who exactly? Oh, yeah. Minus 4K the Dynus. But we don't unsuspend because of that. Oh, that bites. The good old days when product wasn't as limited. Yeah. Well, I think product's gonna go back up. I think a lot of people confuse the era we lived in for a bit, like BT16, that set era, as like getting short printed. At no point was Digimon ever short printed, guys. Um, it's just that stores have to pre-order so far in advance that like they have to use the current state of the game and their current sales to determine if they're going to what they're going to pre-order. And like you got to think about like let's use BT16 as an example because that's like the big one that people feel is short printed. 6 months before that was like Black or Gray. It was like, what was it? It was just like a bad. I remember it was just like a bad time for Digimon, right? I think that might have been Black or Gray format. I can't remember, but yeah. BT15 got killed from the ban list. Like, no, like that doesn't like I don't think that matters. Like people still bought just fine. Like 15 still sold out in my areas. Like I don't think anybody that was buying Digimon like suddenly didn't buy Digimon because of the Apocalypse hit. Like I don't think that's real. Like at no point like everyone was still so excited for Metal Gururu to get their bug support, or was it bug support in that one, or was it Mimi? I can't remember. But Japan did have it rough, cool. 100%. I mean, I don't know. BT15 still sold out in my entire area, so I don't see how that could have been an issue. And I don't the bad sales of 15 would not affect 16. So, that's also just true. Have to remember that was also after poor sales of RB1 though. Yeah, no, poor RB1 did suck. But like that wasn't in the timeline we're talking about, right? Like 16 when pre-orders were for 16 were coming out, I don't think I don't think 14 was even out. The biggest problem Bandai has is the lack of the factories in North America. If I recall, they don't have any, all import from Japan. Yeah, they have one printer. All of Bandai has one printer. Think of it like maybe that's not literally true, but like I like to think of it in that way. But that's not how. But like they were cutting, but like they would have already had to have pre-ordered their BT16 by then. I think. And we have Eagle. Maybe
Hey,
Eagle
finally
knows.
made it. Finally made it.
Welcome back.
Sorry, I was a smidge late there.
Nah, you're good. Oh, I don't even have music going. Let me fix that.
Got a giant gallant tower against Royal Knights. Like I was watching stuff in the car when I was just pulling up, so
Yeah, no, we got Gallant had to attack, and the Omecamon play from Royal Knights kind of went into this giant situation. But now we're gonna play a Secret Gallant to delete our own tower, and not really gonna be able to do anything off of it. We're gonna
yeah.
attack into security, but we haven't really done security. Our first check was a Takata, which is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Have we had a chance to talk about how these players progress throughout the season yet?
Yes, but you can do it infinitely better than
Like,
I can.
oh, I was going to say I'll just at least briefly touch up. I know we talked about this is basically the peak of the whole season 4 tournaments, and every player's played pretty consistently. I think the least amount of tournaments someone has played was 4. They just did really well in 4 tournaments. But if we take a look at our history of these players and how well they performed, Melga Man or Omni Man here that's playing Gallant, he has earned his invite almost exclusively playing Gallantmon. He played Royal Knights for 1 week in the middle of all that.
Oh, wow.
So definitely see a pilot on the same deck, and he's been able to be rewarded for being consistent with it. And on the other side, Poketroopa, they've earned their invite with a mix of Red Hybrid and Gallantmon themselves as well. So bringing out Royal Knights was something I don't think we expected as much.
Yeah, I came to this table and I was a little sad that I didn't see Red Hybrid. That's something I called out. I was like, man, that's why I came to this table. But I get it. We're trying to win.
Yep, for sure, for sure. Streaming Catch, hey Psycho, nice to have you, man. Yeah, really excited to have a stream. It's fun to have the one-off days every once in a while, but can only do so many of them.
Yeah, we had some from Europe earlier in the chat expressing their curiosity for a more Saturday afternoon tournament, and I was just like, nah, this isn't normal for us. I'm sorry.
Yeah, premiere events are the big reason why we don't.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Yeah, especially since all our judges are like premiere event judges too. So like, they're pretty tied up on weekends normally. So for consistency, it's just easiest to have them weekdays.
Looks
oh,
like
we're doing
counting.
a trash count. Ooh, does that mean we have a potential Crimson?
I think we do have the Crimson.
And that's for either player. You can Crimson Ace and then swing Crimson, or you can watch your opponent go all the way up to Crimson Ace.
Or Secret Rare Gallant, same thing.
Yep, Gallant pop. You have to pop the small guy first, so the Omeka gets popped.
Which is fine, because it's just swing for game, right? There's no security. Oh, we were worried about an ace.
Yeah, we can swing, go into Gallant X here, choose the proc Tocado on the next thing we pop.
Right,
I think this is the main reason you run the BT9X ante.
I think I've always felt like that BT9X ante was the better play in Gallantmon. Like maybe like I do see people run a mix, but the play lines made available to you through having the win attacking X antibody always felt just like infinitely better. And we're just gonna clear board, and then that's gonna be the swing for game. But we can cool boy proc still. Play Omeka. Oh, that's not the Omeka.
Not the right one. Yeah.
And that's just that's swing for game. Yeah. This combo's disgusting. Yeah, the Secret Rare Gallant's so good. Yeah, Red Hybrid will likely just be a local pick going forward due to the cut in speed. Yeah.
I was actually thinking, is there a world you go back to the Tower OTK War Greymon deck that was played like a bazillion sets ago? You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Oh, for not War Grey, but Ancient Grey?
Yeah, that's a War Grey, but Ancient Grey. That's a deck I kind of think of. I'm like, there might be a spot for it to come back if we're in like a very Tower-esque format. Just swing Piercing for all 5 checks.
Then yeah, and now you have Omni X, you have Blitz Omni still, like the good old favorites to try to like get around stuff.
Exactly.
You could do that. I mean, that pushes you towards like looking like what like Dobrik's doing now too. Just depends on how many, like, can you really afford to just build that tower? Or do you have the memory efficiency to do the tower? I guess I mean, the tower was also, the thing is, like, the tower build also relied on that promo Aguni, right? To digivolve into the Ancient for 3 instead of 5.
True.
So that
did rely on that.
I don't know if super relied, but it's definitely a piece, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, perfect start from Royal Knights here, getting the Magnamon. I think you always want to start, like, either Magnamon is, like, your cheapest play, but then you have, like, the backup of Last Guardian or Cool Boy to supplement that a little bit. Game speed is so fast now, it's hard to say slow stack decks like that are playable. Yeah, that's fair. No, that my concern is like without the promo Gun, you can't go into the secret rare as strongly or as cheaply.
Yeah.
The new Flame one helps, but requires a lot more setup with the promo Goonie hit, since you're going to want to training / boost for the final Evo. I mean, I think there's still life in Red Hybrid. I think legitimately their explanation is valid for Emperor Greymon. I think with the BT here coming soon, the BT21 stuff, Emperor Greymon can actually like that new promo. Emperor Greymon's really strong. The fact that Koji counts as 3 different names for the new Takuya coming up, allowing you to digivolve into that promo Emperor Grey for 1, or even the old Emperor Grey for 2, is a really strong bit. The Flamemon accelerating, putting Tamers under your Tamers, or hybrids under your Tamers, is also a big deal for an Emperor Grey style deck. So we'll just have to see. The problem, it doesn't solve the other half of the problem when it comes to those Emperor Grey and Magna Gurumon decks, in that if you don't see the correct hybrid with the correct Tamer in name, your deck is so overcosted, it's ridiculous. Like that is something that does not go by the wayside quickly.
Yeah. So I know we've kind of been talking about some of the new decks, but I'm able to take a look here at the metagame for our tournament today. And our spread today is actually really good. If you look at the pie chart, the deck with the most representation is Royal Knights, but after that, 2 is the most copies you will see of any other deck.
Oh wow! So only like 2 Royal Knights, or did you say more than
4?
That? 4
4
Royal Knights. Okay, and then everything else is 2.
2 or less.
Oh wow! Okay.
Like we even have what do you call? Like we have Zafaga, we have Imperial Blue Green, we have Galaxy, we have Phoenix, Examon, Purple Hybrid. We got a little bit of everything.
Oh wow! And we are actually choosing to use our Tocado here, and we're gonna attack for 1 check. Not gonna try to go into a blitz play with a level 6 to get 2 checks while we can. Interesting.
We might be going into Gallant X. Oof. That might be why. Oh, yep. I think our goal was Gallant X, but now we have to cash in Protoform value.
It's always fun to see which source they take back to hand. For me,
it's typically the line you're missing 90% of the time.
Ooh, the GrowlX.
The GrowlX effects, we get to play Guilmon the name.
1, 2. There's Gallant. There's Tocado. Only thing we can. It looks like it's just gonna grab Gallant. Or, oh no, World Growl. That makes sense. We didn't have it before. That previous stack didn't have the War Growl X in it. Or the normal War Growl in it.
Yeah, just like, how do you spend the rest of the memory on this turn? But just updates from some of our other tables. Table 2, Kupo versus Law or Walter, whatever you prefer to call him, is 1-1. They're in game 3 of their set already.
Oh, wow.
So, keeping it very close. Other table updates will come as we see them come through.
Did you vote for 2 to pass turn? That's an interesting way to go about it. I guess we just didn't have something better to do, or that's our best way to choke under 3 here. Royal Knights only has the Magnamon under Kingdrasil, allowing us to... So nothing really developed on the Royal Knight side this turn, which is pretty rough. No Cool Boy, no Guardians, no Purge to try to like reuse our shelf here. I'll be back on old school red hybrid. New Aguni is enough to bring the memory efficiency up for the deck, and Alda is pretty strong. Just got to ignore everything else that came after BT17. Yeah, that's fair, Tara. I don't know about ignore everything after BT17, but I know what you're saying, what you're going for.
Yeah, design wise, it feels a little off.
Because the 17 stuff, yeah, but the I feel like the 18 stuff is still very usable, considering like the Tokoji by itself. I think is a big deal.
This could be a very like scary spot to be in. Like all we did was play Lord Knight and Omeka. This is a very defensive line. We have the blocker on Omeka. We have the redirect on Lord Knight. But if Gallantmon's able to go all the way up into their level 6, it could be an OTK stack, right?
I don't know if they have the memory for it. They have 2 memory on the shelf here with the EagleX and the Growlmon. Going to Growlmon X, we do have training, so we can go into the War Growl. So you're right.
Yep,
There.
it's War Growl X.
War Growl deletes a 6K, or is it no? I think a War Growl deletes a 4K, so we won't get the memory off of that. But we can training Digivolve for 1, and then if we have the War Growl X to back this up, we can gain 3 memory back, which would be nice.
And we'll utilize probably Protoform in the process too. Oh, let's see. What lines do we have here? Because we don't have the inherit to increase the DP deletion thresholds, right?
No, it's all memory gain. I think this is 3 memory gain potentially. War Growl X.
That will help the memories.
Yeah, that will delete the Omeka. Yeah, and we have 3. Yeah, like I anticipated, we have 3 memory gain under that War Growl X, and then Takato for a 4th, which is crazy. Now we can go into the BT11 Gallantmon just fine.
Yep, and our goal next is to delete the Lord Knight. X Anti, are we going to swing into Gallant X here? It might not be that bad.
Yeah, I kind of agree. We're gonna just go into Gallant X straight off the attack, and then
it's 2 checks a pop. That's pretty good.
And we'll get the 2 memory back at the end of the attack. All right, there's Gallant X. Minus 4K, gain 4K. Omeka, 2 checks, 16K. Are we bigger? I think we are bigger with the 4K boost.
Yeah, we're pretty massive here.
Alright, and we're just gonna pass turn, choke to 1 with training, and that's just, I think that's the end of the story for Royal Knights here. I don't think they can simultaneously get rid of the... Maybe, I guess we still have 2... We have Omeka set up now. If we've seen Omni X at all, we can potentially have something. 2 security is still pretty healthy. We just have to get rid of Gallantmon without giving too much memory.
I mean, any Royal Knight we slam that can answer it's good enough. But I think it's only BT13 Secret here and maybe an Ace, like Jesmon.
Or you can clears it too, I feel.
Oh yeah, the lingering DP drain. True, true.
But Oryukin might not be enough to... What's our reduction at? We got...
It's
7, 8, 9?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we keep turn. I mean, Oryukin does a 15k lingering drain. Hey, Takeru. Welcome, welcome. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. One of our few one-offs for a weekend. Every once in a while they happen. Not too often, so enjoy the streams while we have them here these weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of stuff going on. Starting up new season, I know you talked about that already next week, so that'll be fun. Get everyone in on global unification together. Got a case tourney. We got so much.
No, there's so much happening. It's kind of crazy. And then the unification. I'm excited for 21. I'm really hoping Adventure pulls out and does a lot of stuff. Royal Knights still just mulling over their turn. I don't think they must not have no cool boys to like help them draw. They're really kind of a slave to their hand as of now.
Yeah, it just has to be one of the aces to remove the body and maybe setting up, what do you call it? Like a blocker of some sort. I think is the only line I really see. Or at least a body to ace on a Genku can do okay-ish here. Because what is it we have underneath? Is it just a Magnamon we have in the stack?
I think it's just the Magnamon, unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh, it's a blocker.
Secret rare Gallant, maybe? I think the trash is I don't know. I got Appmon all printed and just finished cutting out armor and shine and some Gallant and cross. Nice.
We can't reduce the Gallant.
I don't think we did. We attempt to.
Oh, you're right, because we played Magmon for free and the Gallant for 13. You're right. You're right.
Wait, did our memory? Oh, and then we wait.
We had 2 memories. We had 2 memories, and we played the Magmon for free.
Gallant's 13.
And then,
though.
yeah, we paid 13 right after. Oh, wait, you're right. We can't reduce at all.
Interesting.
Here. Real quickly, did we reduce the Gallantmon costs?
I think if he just does it the other way, we're fine. No, I don't think that's true.
You can't reduce the costs though of Gallant if there's something on the field. If you flip the order, if you flip the order.
No, Gallant's too big at that point. He can't ace.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Thank you, guys. Yeah, he meant to slam the ace. He meant to slam the ace there.
Oh, okay.
he said, wait, that wasn't the ace. Like, we're just used to getting the reductions and doing the maths.
That's funny.
Yeah, he mapped it out in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we got the same board state. It's a little bit cheaper. It sucks to have the ace down, but when you're on the verge of dying, you gotta respect the board.
Absolutely. How is Appmon looking? Have you looked at App Fuse? I still haven't even play tested with the App Fuse. I'm not even sure I still get it.
Appmon, I think it's a really cool gimmick. I don't have faith in it until I actually see like results or.
I think it needs a real full set to like give it enough pieces. Is probably the big problem it's gonna have.
I mean, like, if you think about Hunters, when we were seeing the spoilers for that deck in a vacuum, you don't really have much thoughts about it, because it's like you have to see the pieces together to really evaluate its strength.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it has lots of really cool gimmicks. You have lots of cantrips in the deck that can answer a lot of things.
Right. And then the App Fuse mechanic looks pretty interesting. Thank you, Digital Monster Deals, for another 5 gifted subs. Something I think about whenever I get gifted subs is I think about all the people that dodged the gift. Like Tukuru here and Christopher all seem to have dodged the gifted subs, which is funny. But we're just gonna digivolve into EagleX. I think this might just be over.
Yeah, I think one line we weren't taking into account is the fact that the Gallantmon had extra DP, so the Gallant Ace when it popped it.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, but
Yeah, we have one of the admins at the table helping out, so
sweet.
Things are working their way. Yeah, so for everyone chilling here in chat, first of all, welcome. Thank you for joining us here today. One of our, like I said before, one of our one-offs for a weekend tournament. Don't do them too often, but when we do them, they're typically bigger tournaments. They're pretty important. Is there any matches y'all guys want to see? Like I said, we have a good bit of diversity. It looks like we have our first top 8 match confirmed. It's going to be Walter versus Kakaru. Michael lost round 1. Kupo just barely lost to Walter going into that game 3. It was 2-1 finish.
Wow, and I assume Michael was on patented.
Probably blue-green.
Yeah, blue-green Imperial. Like is there any Tsukuyamon? People like I see some googly eyes for Tsukuya.
Let's take a look here.
Put those googly eyes away. I know where you're looking. You need to stop.
Let's see. In order to see Tsukuyamon, we have to see either Tessero or Marshmallow make it through their sets.
Got it. Oh, Tessero's even on Tsukuya. Interesting.
Yep, and I don't see those tables reported at all yet. Some other top 8 matches we do have confirmed. Mikiare, who I believe is on Birds today.
He's always on Birds. That is his deck.
He took it over Mako Killer.
Oh, wow. What was Mako on something purple? Is usually his Gambit.
Let me see if
Mako Killer getting his invitational points off the back of mostly purple hybrid, but I mean, he might have had a Tamagotchi mode run in there as well.
Yeah, let's see. It's not as straightforward to pull up the decks. He was on pure Fenry today, actually.
Oh wow, BT14 Fenrir. I know that's something he was practicing a while.
Yeah, pure Fenry versus what did I just say? Win against birds. So I can see that being pretty awkward.
That's true. They have a lot of traps against you, but you don't have the blocker anymore. You could dodge getting deleted blocker. Did that Master List make it here?
No, that was just a webcam local participant. That's not what the eyes were for. Sure, man, sure.
What's my good buddy Mun Fusion on?
Mun Fusion, if I had to take a guess, he's probably on Gallant today. He's been on Gallant for a bit. And yes, he would be on Gallant today.
Our second Gallant Mon player.
Yep.
We gotta be careful here. The fact that we're attacking and we still have the memory on our side is pretty risky. We're gonna minus 4k the Crimson mode while getting rid of the Magnamon. This is gonna be
farm a bit of memory here.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's a lot of memory. This is so risky. Did we attack? Oh, did we block it?
I believe that was the... Yeah, it probably was a block. Like, you have no reason not to block there because it's going to die from an end of attack eventually, right?
Yeah. Oh, I keep forgetting it's end of attack. Yeah.
Yeah, if we have a Omni X in hand, there's a chance we come back from this because we'll be clearing both stacks with the Omeka line. But 3 memory going to 0, I don't think we have an out now. That just pretty much secured it here.
Yeah. Gonna attack into security. We don't have an ace play. I mean, this is our chance. Oh, okay. This is our only chance to trigger Omekamon. Do we have the Omni? And, oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you get a blocker, but that's it. Just double checking, making sure all the math out. We got the X ante here, so we delete everything besides one of the Digimon. So we delete the Ace, Overflow 5, and then you spend the Omeka to the bottom, and then Omni end of turn attack for game.
Yeah, that's strong. All right. We got Galamon in our top 8, and our hand was pretty not stellar from the Royal Knights player. It's a little unfortunate, but it's kind of happens with the Royal Knight deck, which is something that keeps it at bay. I feel is that they're not a traditional deck. They really rely on their top decks most of the time, especially if they didn't see things like Last Guardian or Cool Boy or etc. etc.
Yeah, if we want to take a look at table 8 here, we should be able to catch the tail end of the Sakuya game.
Ooh.
I think it might be a rough matchup for Sakuya here.
Which table?
Table 8.
8.
It is Sakuya versus Royal Knights, and I think this is Royal Knights favored.
I think I'm inclined to agree.
Because, like, any of your gimmicks you're doing with Sakuya don't really matter against the Royal Knights. Once they tuck the Knights under, you don't care about losing Digivolving effects. You don't care about Ruin Mode blankets because your guys are pretty big normally. We have 3 Mekamon bodies out already on the Royal Knight side. And
what is this Kari? What is this?
This Kari is a tech you saw a lot of time against Fenry when that was a tier 1 deck. I think it's the tech for Virus Imperial because when a security is trash, you can suspend the Akari to give security -1 to a Digimon for the rest of the turn. So it ruins any Virus Imperial lines for an OTK. And you effectively neuter the stack down by quite a bit. So this card does cycle in and out of Royal Knights, and I believe it also gets its effect if it gets trashed from life too.
Oh wow, yeah, it does. This was this plus what was it? What was the card? It wasn't Odin's Breath. Oh, it was the Revelation of Light. Caused like a 2-card infinite essentially with against Blue Hybrid. Because Blue Hybrid would bounce your card, which would be the Revelation of Light. Kari would trigger, which would make it -1 security, so the Ancient wouldn't actually do its real check. And then on your turn, you would just replay the Revelation of Light.
Yeah, exactly. Also, answering some of the chat, there is 0 Virus Imperial players today.
Really?
It's just a deck that I don't think people feel comfortable in a best of 3 tournament run with. If you're playing a best of 1, it's a fine deck, but in a best of 3, if you brick in games more often than not, it's just scary to play.
Yeah, I can see that.
And we see the Valder arm coming down here. This is the best tool they have against Royal Knights because it turns off on plays.
Ooh, 16k. Are they? No, they're gone.
And they don't have the barrier inherit either. So definitely rough, but
I think that alone is what makes this matchup so tough, right? They can die in security.
So yeah, that's why you ran the Starmon champion to do the 3k drain, but also get the barrier protection. Yeah, exactly, Luke. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. But yeah, just no one's playing Virus though, and I think it's the correct meta call today, just because you acknowledge where it falls on the consistency scale. I mean, I've also not been a big fan of Virus Imperial myself either. And yes, I did go to locals yesterday. I finished 2-1. I lost to 1 Royal Knight player in game 3 because I saw no level 6s as Galaxy, but that's part of Galaxy. They're not searchable 6s. You take the risk.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, most popular deck though is Royal Knights. If you did play Virus Imperial, you do have a good spread at least today. That is probably the biggest thing you would have going for yourself.
Dang, OmniX is at $100 now. That's crazy.
Oh, for the alt?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been spiking everywhere. It's just such a useful card.
Yeah, I have my one, but like I still want a second one. Dang. That card will be 75 soon, regular art. Just need to get a few regional results in. That's true.
Yeah, card is crazy good. The only thing that's keeping it down also is the fact that you have the lucky packs, which can pull the base ones. If you didn't have the lucky packs, it would definitely be a lot more expensive than what it is now. But talking about back to our bracket, top 8 matches we have confirmed. We have Kakru versus Walter. And I believe Walter is on Galaxy today. Kakru, was he on today? Oh, Kakru is on Galaxy. What is Walter on? I actually do not know. I think it might be Royal Knights. Yeah, so Galaxy versus Royal Knights will be our first pairing of top 8. The second one is Mikari versus Melgaman. We watch Melgaman play Royal Knight or play EagleX. Mikari's probably on Birds. Our table 3 pairing for next round is going to be Mun Fusion, and then the winner of Moss versus Marshmallow Ruffian, and then the last table of our top 8 is Marcos Greppy, which is on Purple Hybrid versus the winner of this set here.
Looks like we got. What are we resolving? We're resolving Scramble here, so we're gonna play a Renamon. This is a lot of memory to give. Oh, but the Gallant could just delete it right here.
That is true.
Is that what we want to do? Like, at what point is it like good to? where do we want to use the gallant, the medieval gallant trigger? Is it on the scramble here? It's hard to tell. Watch Sonic. Me too. That movie was so good. The third movie. Are you talking about the new movie? The movie was so sick.
Locals, it was PokeGeek or Landon on Gallantmon. He won locals last night.
That's funny. Our locals also Gallantmon won.
Yeah, but then it was Royal Knights, and then me on Galaxy.
We watched Sonic like 5 times the first week. I need to watch it again.
Yeah, I've seen the second one. They have the third one out now too, right?
Yeah, the third one's on, was it Paramount Plus or whatever? So if you want to watch it, you probably watch it pretty easily.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can't say I've seen that one yet, but
it's the best.
I've seen the other two.
It's the best.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, PokeGeek said he really wanted to get into the webcam series starting the Monday events. So season 5, he says he wants to try getting an invite.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah, he tried doing it before, and he got a lot of points, but he didn't get like the end of the battle pass is what we're doing at the time.
Ah, I see.
Ooh, do we have the single Tau loop into a Tau Ace to go into one ruin mode? Or we can double ruin mode if we have the line.
We go into Sakuya, but we notably didn't use the medieval effect. So once Tessero has an opening here, the medieval could potentially just get rid of it. Oh, is that enough to get rid of the medieval? Oof, goodbye Omekas. Under the gallant we go. That Omeka, do we have a Royal Knight in hand for that on deletion?
And yep, we got the ace there. Acknowledging we probably won't use it here.
Dang, and the medieval. All gone.
But how many reductions is this now for Royal Knights? And it looks like they have 3 unique names.
They don't care about names. Oh, for Omni. Never mind, sorry.
Yeah, you kind of do. It's not the end-all be-all, though.
Yeah. But they have a reduction of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, Omni's coming down for 2.
Yeah, we got the Fixer, we got the Cool Boys, yeah.
She decided she wanted to watch the 90s cartoon instead. That's fair. Yeah, you do have to be careful about that. Cool. They usually don't do that. You avoid doing that as much as possible. That's why you'll see them do things like Purge of the Royal Knights, out a duplicate if they have to. Things like this. So, Genku.
Yeah, but I don't think we have any duplicate aces in our stack, right? It's just the 1 Orican, the 1 Jess, so if you go for Omni, you could have game here. And I don't think there's any aces you're scared of. 10k blanket, I don't think matters.
Looks like we're gonna go for... Yeah, I don't think the 10k blanket matters. It matters if we go into security here.
Oh, we could be trying to draw into the Secret Omni if we don't have it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting maximum value from the Cool Boys here. I think we're trying to assess the threats and trash. Oh, wait, we got Valder Arms last turn, right? So we can't even do our own.
No, we did not get Valder Arms last turn.
Oh, it was the turn before?
It was the turn before.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, it was the turn before.
I just know it died into a security. I can't remember when it was. Because no one plays is a pretty big difference here.
1, 2. Oh, there's the Omni we were looking for. I mean, if we were looking for it, even. Are we really gonna... Is there a world we do this right now? Seems kind of risky. Especially since we're looking at like a 10k, a -5 blanket. Oof, okay. Or is it just on play delete? No, we are actually going for the full Royal Knight play. Alright. Lord Knight will bring out a WEBCAM, but WEBCAM would just get deleted anyway. So if we have a Magnamon in trash, that might be our best. Out. Do we have it? Nope. He's gonna play it and then it'll die. Alright,
Yep,
Magnamon.
so Yep, and I think overtime was just called, so we're trying to assess where we are in the game state. If we're in game 1, we finish out the 5-minute overtime. If we're in, oh my gosh, almost decked out. If we're in game 2, the winner of game 1 takes a set. But if we're finishing the turn here, I think we're all either are in game 1 or game 3, because that's the only reason you would finish 5 minutes of overtime in a single elimination.
Mm-hmm. Or you can do the -15. I think it did it to the side body because we didn't want to suffer -10k, Luke.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm pretty sure same thing there.
Oh, and we got it. Okay. Oof. Yep, I mean, with 2 cards left in deck, you could kind of know what was in trash there, but at any point, if there was like a 15k in there, or even a 11k Sakuya into these ace hits, probably would have been devastating, which is crazy.
And that was game 3 for reference, folks. So Royal Knights did take it in game 3.
Not having barrier on Boulder was the game-losing turn. Yeah, for sure.
Yep, so just going through our matchups for this next round, we're going to have Kakeru versus Walter, Mikiere versus Melgaman, Mass versus Monfusion, Marcos Greppi against Magnetimon here. I'm trying to remember. I know Kakeru's on Galaxy, Walter's on Royal Knights, Mikiere's on Birds, Melgaman's on Royal Knights. Moss, I don't recall what he's on. I know Monfusion's on Royal Knights, though. So if we have a preference, this is our chance for chat to throw in something here. Or if you prefer something, it's good.
No, I mean, I'm always a fan of watching Birds. Michael is definitely a good friend of mine. But other than that, I'm down for anything.
Let's go ahead and feature table 1, just because they're 2 different players then.
Yeah, I feel that.
And we also haven't had a chance to highlight Kakeru in a bit. We haven't seen him play in the locals for a little bit. But it will be him versus Walter, Royal Knights versus Galaxy, which, depending on the build, it's pretty fun. It says finalized, but it's great.
See if I can get the bracket up for people.
Oh, yes. I imagine they would love to see that. Galaxy manifesting Galaxy. Yeah, there's a chance. I mean, I'm a big fan of Galaxy. Better at least see a Hexa Mirage lock each game. So you don't really even rely on Mirage because it has no protection. It's kind of rough to use in a lot of the format now. Like, the biggest thing you get is, like, you deny a search rookie or a search champion effect, which you don't have too many of in the format that you really benefit from. But yes, spamming Invisimon is a really strong key card you have. So this is actually why, if you guys notice, when we were watching round 1, you saw the Gatsumon in the Royal Knight players deck. The reason that's being played along with Crimson Blaze is because you want to tech so you don't see Invisimon come out of life because it's playing a Digimon by effect. So you just keep it hiding in the security as long as you have the floodgate out.
Struggling to get this stupid
The bracket.
thing. Yeah, just in a format that I can work with. There we go.
Yeah, I was going to
see.
got. Yeah, I know it's not like a super clean.
No. It's me trying to like save the picture. I think the website's fine.
Oh, okay. Like if you want to, we can put the game on stream here, and then.
Oh, are they already playing? Or are they already? Oh, okay.
They're just setting up. They're setting up.
Okay, we'll just go there then. It's not a big deal.
Because what you could probably do is slide in a snippet of it on like the left side of the screen. I think you probably have room for the bracket if you just show each round.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, jump. About there we go.
Yeah, so chat, what are we feeling? Do we think this is going to be a Galaxies matchup or Royal Knights matchup? Yeah, looks like Galaxy opened up. Ukamon going first. Pretty much a perfect opener against any deck is a really safe conservative play. And Vizzy gets a lot of value. Definitely does. Then Royal Knights opens double Drazel into Omeka. Pretty solid turn 1 opener as well. Yeah, the biggest issue is you do have to see the Invisi because it's not hard searchable off of like 90% of your deck. And we have the Wingdramon in the deck. Spicy tech there. Let me even look up. I'm not quite sure what the Wingdra does. I just know it's an Examon card. So the Wingdramon has security attack +1 on Evo / on play. You delete a 6k or less, and then you can DNA into Examon if you have them out for DNA requirements. Yep, it is another floodgate removal. It costs a little bit more to Evo into, but I do know it was mentioned in the Endoriku's guide when he's kind of talking about his trip to Worlds and winning it with Galaxy, the different techs he tried out. He really liked the Wingdra for the extra pressure it put on, but having a 4-memory Evo was the biggest downside. But yeah, it has really good keywords to use. That is true. That is true. Yeah, Mecha, we're going to be tucking the Leopard underneath our Drazel stack. Probably one of the strongest things to tuck because if we use a Purge, we're able to effectively get an extra 4 discount on any Royal Knight we play using Leopard's main effect. And then Lord Knight coming down. Lord Knight going to recur that Omeka. Omeka on play is going to draw a card. Yeah, there we go. That's the bracket.
That's our bracket. We got there.
Well done. Thank you so much, Risu. We appreciate you, man.
It just takes time. That's all it does. Jamming and sec +1 on your stack is disgusting. That is pretty good. Christopher, don't forget that reduction can also extend to medieval since it's green. True.
Yep, it is true. So we're actually choosing not to grab the Invisimon here. Grab the champion instead. That means we either have a level 6 lineup in hand we'd like instead. Are we going to use the start main phase effect of Lunamon to bounce the Lekis, though? Or do we want to ping-pong back and forth? We're actually bouncing the Uko.
Interesting.
The main reason you want to do that is because you're able to ping-pong back and forth efficiently, especially if you have the Ko and Sayo Tamer here.
Mm-hmm. Did you vote for 2?
Yep, and if we have a Galga and Tamer in hand, oh, there's Galga Tamer.
That's
We're actually able to keep turn by slamming the Tamer, Fira, Peel, Evo into Galga. But we're going to be peeling here 2 memories, debating on Sun Effect. We are using Sun Effect, going up for 1 less. Both players draw a card. We will get a memory because we have 3 or more sources.
Now we just hard drop the tame. What could we do here? Did you evolve? for
You can
one and then drop Tamer, but that doesn't get you anywhere either.
Well, you can go for one over the Lekis because
Oh,
you have a
right.
Galaxy stack with 3 or more sources. Slam the Tamer, peel the Lekis stack, go into the Wingdra you have, and then if you have a Blitz line, you can use that. But it looks like we're going to be using the Lekis for 1 here, stunning a Digimon so it can't suspend till the end of turn.
Probably Omeka.
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh, just go into Invisi. Okay.
Yeah, there's the stun and then the Invisi. So that's why we bot decked the other one, because we already had one in hand. Vizzy's going to go ahead and delete that Lord Knight, so we deny one of the tucks. We flip the top security face up. It's a Medi. We do have
Jamming.
13k.
And
The issue.
Mhm.
Oh, we do have jamming. Okay, never mind. So it's not relevant. I was going to say, because we would go into life before the battle's actually done, because we're checking the face up life, and you would be battling as a Cressy, but jamming makes it irrelevant.
Yeah.
And now if we have a floodgate to end on, which I think we did see the Mirage briefly there, it's a really solid place to go into it. But we're doing all this without the Tamer, and I know, like, we've talked about Banlist topics before, and one of the things people always ask to see get hit is the Tamer. I don't think the Tamer is an issue. And you can see that here, like, it's not doing anything different than what Galaxy's doing already.
See, but I think I would argue that this, like, Sun and Moon doing this isn't as bad as when they're evoing into a level 6 for free or 7 for free. I think that's when the peak of the mountain has been hit of this deck, and it's doing a little too much. And that's why I think the Tamer is, like, the key issue, right? Like, this board state, most decks can deal with this. This isn't anything crazy. Yeah, they got to do their game, right? They got to ping pong memory. They got to have fun. They made you draw a card. They did a check for jamming, etc. I think what really does peak the mountain for the deck is when I Ko and Sao go to the bottom. My other Digimon digivolves into an Imperial Paladin mode for free, which should have been a 6 memory or 5 memory cost, and then that's where I go with that, I guess.
Yeah, but a lot of the time you don't even get the level 7s unless you have 2 stacks out, which if you're in a Digimon game where your stacks have no protection, because Galaxy stacks have no protection at all, and you're able to get 2 of those stacks out, I would say props to you, man. You deserve it at that point, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. That
I will say,
the,
I will say though, the Invisimon definitely does give a lot more flexibility for that for the 7s. So I can't deny that. That is an easy level 6 into a level 7 target off Rookie and Racing.
No, we don't have enough memory. I guess we do have enough memory to pull this off with the... We didn't have Tamer, but we still have Lunamon Inheritable, which is exactly what's going to happen.
Yep, we're going to peel, debate on Sun Effect, go into Cressy for free. This is a jamming stack still.
I mean, is this just game? No, it's not game on board unless we can find a way to get another security check-in. We do have Apollo.
Yeah, or Apollo. Yep. Apollo would pass turn, though, is the issue. We do have the boost.
We have boost, I guess, is what I'm also counting.
You have Apollo, you have GallantX, you have a lot of safe ways to do it. I think we are just going to crack the boost, go Apollo, swing 3 checks, jamming. Unless we're trying to extend elsewhere, but I don't see a reason to. Royal Knights, the only bomb they quote-unquote run is Crimson Blaze, maybe X program type of thing, but I don't think we have to be scared of it.
No, I don't think so either. If we don't get game here, we've put our Royal Knights player so far behind that's not a big deal anyway.
Yep, swing at the Leckies in case it's Crimson Blaze, and then body of choice for game.
Yeah.
Going on to game 2, Royal Knights versus Galaxy.
Does the Invisimon not... How does the Invisi fully work there? Would it have been, like, theoretically, would it have been better to attack with the Invisi first there? To retuck it back into security?
You can't tuck unless you have a source under it.
Okay, that's the issue.
It says you tuck the top stacked card, but you can't be a stacked card if you're not a stack.
Got it. So it didn't matter either way. Okay.
Yeah, the only other thing that comes up to my mind is, like I was saying, like you play around the security bombs that would affect the little guys.
Right.
Which there's not a lot of them. Like Revelation of Light's been seen in some builds.
Yeah.
But I think what's the security effect in that one? Is it security minus or
-5 to the board. It's a ruin mode.
Yeah. So that does come up in some Royal Knight builds, especially if they're on the Kari. We saw Kari played earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But for everyone joining the stream today, welcome. We're in round 2 of our circuit finals for season 4. Lots of skilled players coming out today. And on the left side of the screen, you'll see our top 8 bracket. We already played through 1 round, and these are the players remaining in the tournament.
Yeah, no, and it's pretty diverse too, I would say. Like, we have, at the beginning of the night, or of the day, we had 4 Royal Knights as our most represented decks, but now I think we've cut it down to at least 2 Royal Knights left, and even beyond that, we only had the most duplicates we had of anything was max 2. But now no Red Purple Imperial is probably the one big thing in people's mind that it is surprising to most that it didn't pull its weight through.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised because I felt like any purple hybrid player would have naturally wanted to play Virus Imperial. Like, it just kind of reminds me of similar lines, but the consistency is pretty different.
Absolutely. I think, like, you just don't always have the tools available to you at the time. Like, last night I was able to, as a blue hybrid player, they never saw the Dino Bee play, where they could leave that new Dino Bee play, then the new Dino Bee on the side. So if I try to bounce anything, they just immediately go into their DNA Dragon mode and kind of completely forestall what I'm trying to do. And just that alone, they can lose a game in a tournament. Which when every game matters, you can't be losing that way.
This is a proxy legal tournament. Everything we do here at the Eagle's Nest, because we can afford to. We're not official Premier TO. We have a little bit of house rules. We allow proxies in any of our tournaments as long as it's not an issue. Cards are able to be read for what they are, marked appropriately. So everything is legal. You have full power, full access to any deck you want to play. So if you're a good player, money's an issue. We try to mitigate that obstacle. Sakuya scares out the Red Purple Imperial. That would make sense. You do have the best level 7 floodgates, Marshmallow. You are right. Sad to see you not make it through round 1, but congrats on making it to the top 16, man. Like, I don't know if you saw my announcement. For our Season 5 webcam locals for Digimon, we had a crazy turnout. Across our 24 tournaments, we had 617 spots attended by 186 unique players.
That's crazy. 186 different people participated in these tournaments for the season. That's wild.
And you're in the top 16. You think about that, man. That's a pretty big bar to beat here. And oh my gosh, Galaxy Slam Solarmon here. We're teched for the Royal Knight matchup on top of Invisimon.
That's tough, man. And we don't have any setup to get rid of this Psychmon yet. At all. Like an easy purge of the Royal Knights.
Is Jesmon 11 or 12 costs?
Jesmon is 11, so we can send it all the way to 10 if we want.
Yeah, that might be the only way we have. Yeah, sometimes the rounds are rough, but I'm happy at least had a game 3, man. Having a game 3 is nice.
All right, well, that will... Oh, Crimson mode does do a lot for us here, though.
Yeah, and I think we're fine with losing our board to get a Crimson Ace out when they have nothing tucked underneath. Because, like, if you really want to, you can slam Invisimon in return and still keep turn.
That's true. But the deck historically struggles to find those pieces, right? So I guess we'll see where this goes.
Yeah. You like Queen's device and the Pawn device? So I tried that. I'm on 1 Queen device and double Crimson Blades now. That's why I'm on for my personal Royal Knight build.
I just like the idea. I think everyone's enamored by the idea that the Pawn device can also delete your last Guardians and your Purge of the Royal Knights if as like an emergency draw situation.
Oh yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. I think it technically gains a memory if you use the delay, right?
Oh, it doesn't give you a draw too? I thought it was both. Maybe I'm crazy.
I think you only get the draw if you play it for its main effect.
Ah, interesting.
Here,
Fair enough.
let me look it up here. Pawn device, main, draw 1, delay, trash a non-red option card, gain a memory.
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
Red requirements, easy, man. You red requirements, easy. You either purge out a body, or you have a Marcus Tamer if you run those. I'm aiming, but I do like it. I do
Raw
like
Knights
it.
has kind of shifted towards mostly the red Royal Knights, so they can facilitate doing Gallant Ace, and as well, the Gallant Ace is the big one. So most of the red Knights is the ones we always see. I'm gonna play a Dynus for the reduced cost here. Not the best turn from Galaxy here. Only playing another, just a full setup turn, but whiffing a scramble so they can bring back. No, they can't even bring back the Solarmon.
So, do you want to know something crazy? Galaxy can win this next turn.
Oh, really?
If they see the nuts, they can go Apollomon for 6 security checks and another check. You do have to see your 1 of Macau, you do have to see 1 Wonkun, and then you have to see Apollo, but that is a possible OTK line. You can run with double Tamer and Boost and Rookie from Racing.
Right, alright, fair enough. It just depends.
Yes, Galaxy is very dangerous. And yes, they also do have OmniX too. That is true. But like that is an absolute high roll scenario. And you have to see you're typically 1 of Apollo. So he might be cracking Scramble just to get the Galga. Yeah, if he's grabbing the Galga, there's a chance we're going all in here, guys.
I guess we'll see.
Yep, so you typically, opening Galga here. Draw, affect the Galga, both players draw. Do we have the 8 or more already? Typically Royal Knights runs low in hand size.
No, they have the 8, it looks like, yep.
Yep, so now depending on our line, if we run enough Wonkuns, so if we do the peel here, that means we're saving the taps for the level 5s, which is if you're doing the OTK line, you have to be using.
Alright, Lacus for 1. Search, there's a 5.
Yep, so you can grab either of the pieces here, but basically the next part you have to do is go into Cressy for 1, tap Tamer, swap out into a Wonkun, play out Luna, you go into a champion peel, get 2 memories back, tap next champion, go into Macau, or you're tapping the champion over the Luna to go into the Apollo for free, but it looks like we don't have that. I'll stop going on the tangent here.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm feeling there's Wonkun to the bottom, unfortunately, but there it was. Going to grab the Fira. We can go into Fira for 1. But like this is kind of I think this is what I mean though too, right? Like you were explaining it, and like that ceiling, power level ceiling of the Nightclaw Night Fang is made possible through the Tamer, right? And that's where I'm starting to that's where I still defend the idea that if like you hit the Tamer, you hit that incredible power ceiling that Sun and Moon does without hitting a lot of the core and life of what the deck likes doing.
Yeah, I mean the other card that enables it is Wonkun though too, because
right. But I think most people, I would say most people don't necessarily even want the Tamer banned, just errata to only let you digivolve into Nightclaw, Night Fang.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Anyways, I've tangented a lot on lines. It's just
it's nice that it's you and not me for once. That's all I'm saying.
True. We both talk a lot. Though.
No, we do.
A lot. And you have a lot more screen time than I
do. That's fair.
Ooh, so we get the Omeka out, so we deny the Invisi hitting life here. So Invisi can't tuck because we're going to block.
Right. Alright.
I mean, yeah.
Interesting we chose not to get the Gallant off the board. Maybe saving that as for memory for later. Because I think the Cool Boy only triggers if you delete or if you remove a Royal Knight, which allowed the Omeka to hit the board there. If we had gotten rid of the Crimson mode, we wouldn't have seen that same result.
Yes, I believe you're 100% correct there. Yeah, it has to be a Royal Knight that leaves field.
Alright. Another Wisteria memory boost.
Grabbing the Luna here.
Random tangents. Is anyone else think Wisteria and then think of Demon Slayer and then you think to yourself, that stuff is pink in the show. Why is it a red-blue memory boost? I think that every time. I want you guys to know.
Because red and blue makes purple, right? Purple's basically pink.
Is that? It's funny because it's like, if it's actually a cultural thing where like pink is actually just light red. So like depending on what like the language, you actually think of pink as not even its own color sometimes, which is funny.
True. So I liked playing Pure Mirage, allowing you to play at the floodgates. If you play by FX floodgate, that was a clean hit. Yeah, that's a fun one.
It's interesting that we're playing solar instead of because because we have red eggs. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could play Otama if you want.
Yeah, I was just thinking it's like if you're on blue scramble, I feel like maybe you're better off with the Otama in that scenario. But
so I've actually been debating going back to blue base Galaxy because you can run the WEBCAM egg that gains you a memory when you play a source out, and then you emphasize more the EX 7 Wankun that plays out at level 3, which can include the floodgate Otamas like we're talking about there.
Got it. What's our reduction at? Our reduction is at 7, 8, 9, 10.
9 plus Cool Boy, yeah.
So math checks out. I'm happy about that. That does clear the Invisi. And at what point now you gotta ask yourself, at what point do you just run out of stuff in Galaxy here? We've cleared the board twice, 3 times now. No, I guess twice. This is our second time. There's a lot of sources gone. I guess the scramble helped us pick back up to 4. Our grip's pretty big, but
yes, Luke. Invisi was massive. It had 2 or 3 blue inherits, which gave plus 2k on the opponent's turn for each one. Mm-hmm. So it was like 17 or 15k. So Gallant was able to pop it. Then we're going to do a Luna against the world here. I mean, it's really not that demanding for Luna against the world. We got our Galga. We're going to get a memory back because our opponent has a massive hand size still.
Oh, our play cost floodgates 3k? I keep forgetting which ones are 3k, which ones are 2k, and which ones are 1k. The answer is Chumon is the only 1k floodgate, for the record.
Is Madoki Beta 2 or 3k?
I think Madoki is 2.
Here. Do you know if you go on like deck building sites, you can type in floodgate and they actually pull up all the floodgates?
God, I love that. I love that. That's something that if we can ever sit down and like clean up, like improve 2.0 version, the Eggman deck builder. That is definitely one thing I want so badly is to add tags to everything. Tag searching is infinitely better than the drop down. Chu is 1k, yeah.
Yeah, so reference all the memory blockers look like they're 2Ks besides Chumon, which is 1K, but that's because he has other archetype synergies. You know, everyone knows that.
And they power crept him with the coin, so we still have Black's still good.
Yep, and then all your play by effects and play cost reductions are 3Ks. Cats, what are you doing? I have boxes in my apartment right now because I just got a brand new load of printer inks in.
Ooh, interesting.
And they absolutely love chewing on boxes. Typical cat
it's
stuff.
Tape,
Nothing
man.
crazy.
I can't leave tape anywhere. They just start going at it. Oh, Hexplow hitting the board is actually kind of devastating. The fact that we were able to do that off of... I guess the double tamer just allows for a lot of this. But
I mean, the issue is they have Purge that can play out the Gallant, which... Oh, you don't get the on-play with Purge, right?
Yeah, you don't get the on-play with Purge.
So it has to be a Genku.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. This will... What are we getting rid of? Overflow 5.
Ace, get memory refund, makes sense. Okay, they're back on the tape. I'm gonna close the door. Sorry, cats, I love y'all, but I can't have you chewing up stuff right now.
And then we raid into the Gallant. Piercing into the Mecha. Oh wait, but digivolving into Omni here kind of ruins some of this. I feel like we could easily now. What sources we have jamming? So our Omnis can trade, and then we have Last Guardian, so our Omni gets to stay on the board. I guess we'll see what line we choose, but the not going into the Hexblow, or already getting out of the Hexblow, kind of hurts us a bit. I guess it depends on. I actually don't know what the Mega Digimon Inheritable does. Let me see.
It makes you unblockable.
Ah, okay. Oh, it's even better than unblockable. Attack target can't be changed. Wow.
It is an extra 2k. No, it's not. It's a Galga. It's jamming. You don't have a 2k inherit. Yeah. I saw the blue and I was like, you're right. And I was like, oops.
Nah, it is the jamming one. Yeah.
Wrong blue. Wrong blue guy. Yeah, and the Luna's just memories.
All right, we're gonna swing security. Oh, we're gonna block. Oh, never mind. This makes sense.
Medigallant stuff. Pops what? I always forget what medieval gallant
starts
pops.
at 8 and then +3 for each suspended guy.
Yeah, it's not going to be.
It's not big enough, but we can now alliance attack over it.
Yeah, because Vortex is attacking Digimon, but Overclock is attacking Player, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Very similar keywords. Not quite the same, though.
Oh, I see what happened. Yeah. You're correct, Tazo, Dung Beetle. So we used the on-play effect to also suspend our own Omnimon, which gave us the 16k to actually be allowed to delete the Omnimon X there just straight up. And now we're sitting on a Medieval Gallimon unsuspended. That's going to make things difficult, and we are going to get Scramble. I imagine we're going to do the same thing where we try to bring back...
I think he realized there's a Medieval on the other side. I don't want to scramble. Yeah, we did not scramble. We were debating it, and then we saw the Medieval on the other side, which shuts down that line pretty quickly.
Ooh, Mirage to the bottom. But our deck is getting so thin that like these raw draws are gonna just let us see all our 6s that have been sent to the bottom. You could scramble and force them with Luna. Yeah.
I mean, like, if you're able to go up, like, you're in a pretty safe spot anyways.
Go to 7.
Yeah,
I'm actually interested that they chose to suspend the Omni versus the Medieval here.
He can't suspend himself for his.
Oh, he can't. Oh, it has to be other.
Or for his reduction. For his reduction, I should say.
Oh yeah. So, but for his effect, I think you can. His all turns, yeah. I think you can suspend himself.
Yes, I do believe so.
Or when digivolving, I guess technically, whatever.
Yeah, the thing that procs him.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting there, chat.
First Cone Sao goes into Lekis for free. Draw. We saw the Apollo there. Get Cressy. Get looks like Cressy always. And Solar, or what's his name? Corona. Oh, he doesn't count himself for the deletion effect. Oh, okay, that's my mistake.
Also, there you go. We know some parts of it.
You get so technical, man. So many. All right, we will stun the Omnimon there. Now we go into Invisi. Invisi will probably, I imagine... Oh, that's going to reveal. And then, yeah, delete. Do we have jamming in this stack? I don't think so. So we can't just, like, attack into security freely here. So where do we go? get the Magnamon off the board. Bottom card is Galga. Oh, you're right. Oh yeah, you're right. It is Galga. So we do have jamming.
Yep, okay, one of our best defenses up now. I'm trying to think what else we could have here.
I think we just need to like. We can't Apollo because we don't have unsuspend available to us, right?
EagleX can unsuspend the stack though. And I don't think we have a EagleX. Oh yeah, we can play a second stack now though.
Yep.
Crack the boost, and then we're going to start ping-ponging up now. Because we were given, what was it, like 7 memories to work with this turn?
Yeah, Medieval did a lot. Draw again. Search 1, 2, 3. Mirage to the bottom again. But we're getting so close. I think it was 1 card off from Mirage. Ping pong 2 more memory. Going Sao again, going to a level 6 for free.
It's either a free level 5 or a free level 6. Yep, so you always peel that stack. And it's going to be weird because you are stuck on a red here, but we're just going to go up into Fira. Can't pop anything with it, but we can Digivolve into Medieval here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so when we were looking at the roster today, was there anything that stood out to you of like players you look at them and you're like, I think there's a shot that this player could just win it out?
I always have a lot of faith in my care with birds. They're really well practiced with that deck. So that stood out to me. I know Magnetimon and Mako Killer are good friends of mine, but Mako Killer kind of got devastated by the ban list in terms of all the decks they play, so I didn't have faith that they could go all the way. Magnetimon definitely though, with especially with the Kari tech, could help them take the Sun and Moon matchup to the next level. So we'll see.
True.
But here Omni just clears board. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, why did we not last Guardian? Or did we? Oh, we attacked into. How did the Omni get cleared?
Swing over it with the Medieval.
Is it big enough? I must have.
Has red sources. Has plus 4K.
That's not big enough, right? So it must have been. It must have been our. We popped it.
Just straight up Digivolve pop it. Okay.
Yeah, that must have been it. Then we last Guardian. Medieval effect, not the swing. Thank you. And then we swung into the Magnamon. Ooh, this is gross.
This is the Medieval War.
Well, I think this ends the game here because we're gonna delete one of them for sure, and then we attack into the other. And I don't think Sun and Moon has enough deck here to actually like. Oh, and Vizzy's still in security. Fair, but I don't think that gets
Ryuga. Ryuga is the only tech that stops deck out along with the scramble.
Wait, when does? Oh, never mind.
It's end of turn is when you and Busy.
It's end of turn, so potentially we could have instead. No, we have to pop the.
We have to win this turn. Also, real quick, you guys should have the top security face up from Invisi. Yeah, it's an easy little thing that people forget about 90% of the time.
But what routes get us the win here?
I'm trying to think of the 6s you can run into. I mean, like, we have the scramble, so we're not losing this turn.
We didn't proc it, though.
Well, they don't have a Digimon in the field. They can't.
Oh, right.
Start of your next turn, if they have a Digimon in the field still, though, you will. So
But
like,
why if you're the opponent, just pass, right?
I mean, you can try forcing out an Omeka.
Ah, true. All right, we're gonna pop out the Luna. All right, force them to draw the security. We're gonna gain what I believe is to be 3 memory off of that.
Yep, 3 memories back. So now we have to get 2 checks with this Invisi. Invisi swings, Omni doesn't get us there, but Omni can do a lot actually. Omni X can force anything to attack with Rush. Oh, we lived the check there. We got game.
With Omni?
Yeah, Omni end of turn. You can let Mirage attack with Rush, restand with Wankun. I think you have the line.
Then what? But how do you get the last check?
Oh wait, yeah, because you can't attack again mid-attack.
Yeah. We're just playing everything out for funsies, and then we say pass turn.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, no Paladin mode.
Yeah. the pass was so funny.
Okay. I was trying to find the outs.
Yeah, no, you got close with the Omni X. It was just they just needed the one more check, and I just couldn't. I didn't see it happening. Now, Paladin mode wouldn't have done it either, right? Because our opponent had no Digimon to loop out.
It resets your deck though.
Oh, it resets your deck though. Fair.
Yeah.
So you don't just auto loop there. Yeah, that's it. And then you win on the follow up. That's fun.
Yeah. The other tech you can run if you don't want to rely on Scramble to stop deck out is Ryugamon. You use Ryugamon to bot deck himself, and then he decodes a level 5, and then you go into Ryuga again, and you keep looping that. That's the other deck out tech you can run in Galaxy. But it's also reliant on your opponent not removing the level 5 you decode. So they're both conditional. But even then, I guess you slam Ryuga, he spins himself to the bottom, they have 10. It's not great.
It's not great, but I mean, it's better than losing.
That is true. But we're going to Game 3, Royal Knights versus Galaxy now. Hope you guys here in the stream are enjoying the games. Updates on our top 4 bracket. Magnetimon took it over Marcos Greppi in Table 4. So we have 1 Royal Knights confirmed for top 4 of our tournament today. And then whoever wins here, it's either a Galaxy or a Royal Knights player. Our other sets are still going on, so no updates on those for who wins out yet. Yeah, very, very strong performance from our Royal Knight and our Galaxy players here.
That was definitely
going
cool
on
game.
to the Game 3. It's very exciting. But yeah, so talk about our players that we are watching here on stream, LawX and Kakaru. If we take a look at how they got their invites here to our tournament today, Walter or LawX, whatever you prefer calling him, he is a regular here at the Eagles Nest. He plays a lot. Purple Hybrid and Fenry Take were the 2 decks he got basically in the groove with the most throughout the season, getting his points with. Did top once with Gallantmons, but being able to pull out Royal Knights at the end here, just kind of figure out, hey, this is where I'm feeling good at. This is how I understand how to play the format with. Let's go with it. It seems like the strongest choice we have, and it's really paying off here.
No, it is paying off. It's getting us to Game 3 after that like nail biter. That was like that game was such a back and forth. It could have gone either way, or it was more of just like Omnimon or Royal Knights being able to just keep the Galaxy player at bay at like with the most amount of memory possible, because every turn felt like Galaxy had everything to do. They were able to play the game with 7 memory every turn nonstop. And starting with the Solarmon's kind of going to be rough for the Royal Knights player. We need to set up Purge of the Royal Knights and a win attacking effect ASAP.
Yep, and then one thing I also just want to say, talking about our other player, Kakaru. Kakaru is actually like a jack of all trades. Like every single time he topped, it was with a different deck.
Oh,
One time Kakaru had a groove, he was playing a lot of Angels. That was before we did the Season 4 bracket. That was like right before Nats. He was on a big Angels grind, but His tops come from playing decks Doru, Purple Hybrid, and then the one night, the fun night was Liberator night. He played basically Ice Snow or the Hex.
Oh, the Ice Snow deck is so fun.
Yeah, that is how both our players earned their invites here.
Right. Hard play the Lacus makes sense.
To answer your question, Christopher, so this is a single elimination tournament. Ties are not allowed. Because ties are not allowed, we have tiebreaker rules in place. So if you are in the middle of game 2 and overtime is called, you don't proceed with 5 minutes overtime or your turns. The winner of game 1 gets the set. If we're in the middle of game 1 or game 3, you play the 5 minutes overtime like you normally do. And then there's tiebreakers put in place that you would follow through with. So you would look at security first, like you saw in Worlds last year.
This hurts. Oh, that's painful. We're gonna get the token and we're gonna kill the solar bot. Oh,
But you have to. You just have to sometimes.
Ouch.
You just learned you can't read a calendar, Lapani. What's up? What'd you do? What'd you do, Lep?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I feel like all 16 people made it tonight, too. I know a couple people were potentially on the fence about being able to make it, but they made it just fine.
Yeah, so basically if someone in the top 16 couldn't play, you would pass it down to the next person.
Oh,
so basically
okay.
we had 2 pass downs and both the pass downs took it right away. So it's technically not the true top 16 folks, but it's like top
Close
16
enough, yeah.
plus the 2 honorable mentions, which they earn the points. They're still up in the bracket.
For sure.
Kakeru is actually one of those pass downs. He was 18th on the ladder, and 2 people could not play today, so he is using one of those spots, and he's using it very well.
Oh yeah, making it to the top 8 here. Potentially top 4, depending on how this game goes. I just learned this was today because I don't read.
Oh, it's all good, Lep. I mean, we rarely do weekend tournaments. Like, our next weekend tournament is our case tourney, which is coming up next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so for anyone who...
Go ahead.
Yeah, go on. You first.
I was gonna change the subject to something random. You're talking about this stuff. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, last thing, in case you guys are looking for BT21 pricing, we are running a case tourney in the 2.5 post Banlist format. And you get your BT21 boxes for the tournament next week. Pricing ships out when I get the boxes.
That's exciting.
That's all I was going to go on the tangent for there.
You're good. We need to talk about that. It doesn't sound like we're getting many breaks. That being said, I hope you guys check out the Core TCG stream tomorrow. I think I can finally just like openly talk about it's an in-person event in Pasadena that will be commentated by, there will be a stream and it'll be commentated by Digipend and myself. And I think it's just finally nice to be able to openly say that. So check out the Core TCG stream tomorrow, hosted by Eggman stream hosted by Eggman with me and Digipenda on the back end of it.
So you two are both doing the Digimon stuff. I'm guessing you guys are joining in remotely?
Yeah, we'll be there remotely.
Beautiful. Glad to hear that for you, man. That's super awesome to hear, making it to the big leagues again. It's been a moment, right?
Yeah. I mean, we missed out on Worlds, but we still got to do a lot. I don't undervalue the things I have gotten to do over time. I think the real knack is that there just hasn't been a lot of events recently. That
is true.
Like since Nationals, we haven't really had anything, right? There was the Ultimate Cup. It was actually scheduled to work the Ultimate Cup, but life definitely took over that day.
Gotcha.
I think it was the PPG one, yeah. But no, I'm excited to get back into an official event. I think definitely since before last year, we haven't done one. So.
Yep. So we're playing our Gallant for reduced cost thanks to the Drazel. Get the memory and draws off the Cool Boy, and we do get to pop one of these 2 bodies.
What do you pop here, in your mind?
Definitely the Corona. Yeah, it's a +1 memory, and it's also a free 2 memory peel, and it's also yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure.
A lot of value on that 1 stack. And now we have 2 stacks out. We can ping pong all our way up to whatchamacallit, into an Invisimon here.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing I see a lot of Galaxy players do is they love using the manual peel here on the level 4, but you're actually more memory efficient if you use the Tamer here, pending you're not trying to do a swap out level 5 like
Yeah.
a Wanku.
Yeah, that's something I learned early on before the these more toolboxy versions of it. It's definitely the optimal way to do this is always peel at level or Tamer at level 4 or 6, and then I guess you could also peel at level 3, and that also gains you 2 memory technically in the long run.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, the main reason you want to use the peel on the level 5, like the manual peel, is because you get 2 memory for a 1 cost Evo, so you actually go +1 on the memory gauge.
Yeah.
And then if you use the Sunmon effect, it's a free level 5 that you get a peel, and then you go +2, and you spend 1, and you only spent 1 memory to get 2 memories, effectively, right?
That's how I see it too. Looks like we're gonna scramble into our level 6. It's gonna be Invisimon. Invisimon probably deletes the gonna delete the token so we can still attack into security.
You decoy with the token, so even if you target Gallant, you're going to be protected.
I always forget he's got decoy.
And now we have to respect he could be acing us here.
Yeah.
But I think if he aces us here, like you just acknowledge he's going to ace you here, not much you can do.
How big are we? We are 13k, I believe.
13 with jamming.
Yeah, the jamming's around. Yeah, no, we have a +2. So what I'm concerned about is if it's Crimson mode ace, for example, we would lose both bodies if we had not had the +2k on the Invisi.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm worried about.
And Invisi doesn't proc until it hits the security, and the ace timing is before that.
Yep. Looks like we are respecting the ace play as much as possible here. Looks like we want to. Oh, okay. Not even going to attack. Leaving the Gallimon on board, allowing us to absorb it up. Now we sit at a reduction of 9 +1 for Cool Boy.
Ooh, update on table 2. We had Birds take it over Gallantmon.
Wow.
So we will have Birds in top 4 tonight.
Nice. Are we streaming the third place game, or how's that working out?
It's going to be choosing a table of choice, just for time reasons.
No, for sure.
Yeah, as fun as it would be to get everything coverage, we'll cover as much as we can. And I guess technically 3rd and 4th get prized the same, so it's single elimination. They're going to
is it 3rd and 4th? Okay, the banner only says 3rd. Okay.
It's because you make the banner for top 3, but they are getting prized out the same.
Got it. All right, we played an Omni, and now we're deciding how to resolve Omni. Interesting. Oh, and then we're going to attack into the Invisi, who is not big enough.
Yep, and then you get a piercing check when you raid.
Looks like we might have to... Oh, no, there we got it. Not bad. This is 5 memory, though. 5 memory is a lot. Can't activate... We can activate Scramble. We just can't get a body off of it. So... This might be, if I had to guess tempo-wise, this might be Royal Knights' game, but I guess we'll just have to keep seeing how this goes.
Yeah, the Royal Knight player is playing really well. Shout out to Walter or Law here. He is definitely finding the outs for these difficult board states, or at least presenting a very difficult board to work with and breaking them every time.
Yep.
So we are cracking the scramble. Yeah, we got the Digimon out, so we're going to play out the Luna, probably stack the Invisi. Oh, we're stacking the Luna.
Yeah. Oh, that's really interesting. I thought we would have stacked the Invisi. We can't play the Luna, right? But like,
What's stopping the Luna?
we have a Digimon.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
We all forget. There's so many
it's
conditions for
insane, dude.
Scramble.
It is wild. Like, no, I expect me and Panda to screw it up tomorrow on a professional broadcast as well. It's everybody messes it up. There's not a single. I don't care how pro you are. People mess it up.
Yeah. An update for everyone here in chat watching. We have 3 minutes until we hit overtime because this is game 3. We are playing up to 5 turns still. Or the 3 turns or 5 minutes, whatever would occur first, and then we go to our single elimination tiebreaker rules.
What are those? Because I feel like we might have to hit those.
Yeah, so just in case the game does not conclude within the first 3 minutes, I have it pulled up here because we were just talking about this today in our judge chat.
Mm-hmm.
It goes security count, so you count whoever has more security wins. Deck count, whoever has more cards in deck wins. And then if you, for some reason, need a third tiebreaker, it goes to number of Digimon on the field. But if you're tied even after that, it goes to whoever drew the last card.
Drew the last card. Wow. Oh, that's
if you go to like the 4th/5th tiebreaker, I think that was the 4th, you're pretty far down the line. Like, these decks play very different, and Royal Knights is advantage from the deck perspective, but Galaxy is favored from the.
Right, but what if the last card drawn was Galgamon?
Or last removed from security, or last drawn? I'll be honest with you, Lep. If we get there, we will double check.
Last removed from security, no, not last drawn card. That wording probably gets tricky because One Piece is last card taken from life, so it's technically a draw.
Yeah, if we get there, we will double and triple check that.
Yeah,
we will double and triple check that. But I'm pretty sure they looked up the TRM, and it might have just been a quick skim misread. Because we don't use it too often, to be fair.
No shot. That thing was. Oh, it was 13K because of the Lekismon. Oh my god.
And now we're able to attack, and now we're getting advantage for tiebreakers even too.
Oh my goodness. Okay, how do we follow that up with? Okay, cool boy, sure.
Lunamon against the world, scramble, join with it.
Yeah, gives us. We could Lunamon, bounce back our own Lunamon. That's one of my favorite things to do with Scramble, honestly. But what do we put back? Probably the Invisi.
Yeah, I think Invisi is our key card for this matchup.
Mm-hmm. Because that will delete the Gallimon straight up here.
Yep. Start turn, push out, start a main phase. You probably bounce that Luna though, unless you really need the ping pong with the Tamer. But I think the 2 memory will suffice for that, and you would rather have the Luna in hand for your next stack.
Yeah. I guess it's a hard debate. I mean, we do have a Wisteria memory boost, like, and we're in the long run we'd probably have to play the second body anyway because we don't have Hunkun. So maybe we do just stay here. How many cards in hand? Yeah, we're not proccing Luna at all. So unfortunate. Digivolve for 2. Both players draw.
Yep, and we're going to peel here. Our goals probably go to another champion over the other Luna stack that we're going to peel for 2 memories, just so we get a free level 6.
So this is now turn. What is this, turn 1? Or did we hit time? I guess I wasn't tracking time as well as I should have.
I mean, to be fair, we have judges that are running the event with us today, too. So they should be on top of that. Because there's roughly 3 minutes at 2:53. Yeah, so we should be in overtime right now. Yep, go into Invisi with a Galga. So we flip the next top of life, pop the Gallant. Now you're going to swing out a card to your life, remove a card from their life. So positive security tempo. Oh, we do get the Omeka. Do we have the fish 5, the level 5 ex-ante fish? I always forget if it's a Seadra.
Mega Seadra, yeah.
Because you can spin it to the bottom, crack boost. Oh, we're popping it. We got the Wingdra in hand.
Yeah. Did you about 4/4? Omeka will be deleted, but then under we go.
Yep, and Vizzy swings at life. Security's removed. We can proc the Drazel. Or proc the Omeka to come out if we want to, but I think we just value having the extra source.
I think that's gonna be the most important thing, yeah. Mirage Gal. Ooh, 2 life swing, that's huge.
And we get 2 memories because we're just 1 card short, but we choke them at 1. And then we are sitting on that Invisi in the back too.
At that point, maybe it's worth putting the Omeka out. Double swing into security here, potentially.
And we have to be careful with the Cool Boy. If we Cool Boy here, we could pass turn with Mirage being out.
Oh, true. Oh no. Can we delete the Mirage on play?
I don't think we can.
I don't think we can.
And now we're doing the Mirage proc here. Yeah, we should be hitting the end of overtime here in just a second.
Oof. Let me reread Jesmon. Jesmon didn't even delete anything. Jesmon says 8K or less, yeah, so not being able to delete the Lek is really unfortunate.
Okay, we got exactly 1 minute left of overtime. I believe that's what we're saying here.
I mean, it's just swing off rough. That's gonna delete the Jesmon. But that lets us proc Cool Boy. Okay. Medieval delete. And under we go. Can Mirage win here? Or can Sun and Moon win here? If Royal Knights gets 1 more turn, I think they might win. Oh, it's 2 checks? Yeah. Oh, because of the...
because they inherit.
Right, okay. And we have the jamming.
If he Omnis here, you have the Medieval on your side, which is
we already used.
Priority.
We already used? Yeah, we already used because our Royal Knight got removed, and then we played Omeka off of that, and then we deleted that Omeka. So if we... Interesting. Oh, Purge? What does that do? That lets us play an Omeka, right?
Yeah, I think that is the end of overtime here, so we go to our tiebreakers now, which... I'm assuming that's what my judges are in there for. I know it's really, really close.
Play Omeka. Do we have OmniX? Okay, also there. OmniX at any point, please. Damn, no OmniX. Oh, that's so sad. I mean, at least we have the blocker. But if that's just time and overtime, then Sun and Moon does take it here.
Yep, definitely a very close game, and no Omni in hand. I don't think it was a guarantee, unless he had the other Omni.
I think if he has other Omni, like, because now Sun and Moon doesn't have game here, right? We attack with Medieval, but we have... Oh, we'd have to have OmniX. If we have OmniX in hand, it's over anyway. But...
Yeah, so that is the end of the round, though. once they put in the results. Yeah, they have put in already. So
Dang.
we're either going to see Kakeru, which is Galaxy versus Birds, One Fusion, which is Gallant versus Royal Knights. What are we feeling? Are we feeling table 1 or table 2?
Do we want to finally get birds on screen? I feel like we finally want to get birds on screen.
I think they deserved it at this point.
Yeah. So what was the tiebreaker? I think it's life, right? How much security?
Yeah, it's life. It's life, which would be in favor of Galaxy. But I think they're just talking out if they had the time, if it was going to be game or not on the next turn.
If Sun and Moon had X antibody, then it's over. But if they didn't, then I think Royal Knights might be able to just win it out. But yeah.
They're both winner tables, Chris.
Oh,
yeah, it's all good. It's all good. No worries. Yeah, they're all undefeated. They're all undefeated.
Meaning I gotta change our bracket screen. Well, I also change it to the commentator screen.
That works. Yeah, for everyone joining us here today, welcome. This is our Season 4 Invitational Circuit Finals, however you would like to word it. These players have been playing for the past 11 weeks across Mondays and Thursdays to accumulate points to get their invites. Lots of really cool decks being played today, and by lots of cool, I mean very diverse decks being played today. Like, the most represented deck was Royal Knights with 4 players on it, but then after that, the most you see is 2 people on a single deck, which is Sakuya and Gallant, and then lots of 1-ofs after.
Yeah, and at that point, how many Royal Knights are even left? Just
it's just Magnetim now.
Oh wow! So out of 4, only one's made it to the top 4. So we have a completely unique top 4 now. Birds, Sun and Moon, Royal Knights, and the last one is Gallant. Wow, 4
True,
unique.
That is true. Top 4 unique top cut. You forgot about the Mirage? No, I'm sorry. Hey, dude, you made top 8. Congrats on that, man. You were putting up a good fight. Like, chat was excited to see it. Like, you played around floodgates, you played around board locks, and then the one time you forgot, it was a little rough, but you fought really well, man. Congrats on that. Congrats on the finish for the season.
Forgot about the Mirage. Yeah. Oh, that was such a good match, man. That game too was so sick, and I think if it wasn't for time, I think it depends if they had the Omni X, but I think that you had it in that following turn, but then you didn't have Omni, so actually maybe I'm just dumb. But no, that was a tight board state either way. Looks like our players are already ready to geared up to go.
Yeah, they're getting a quick few minutes to break to run a lap. If you need to yourself also run a lap, feel free to, because they're going to be setting up here for just a moment.
All right, that's fine. I got time to sell out and tell you guys this is what our players are playing for. Again, this is the peak of the mountain. All of these past few months, our players have been playing in a what we call the Eagles Nest Season 4, and this is the culmination of all of that. They've been playing for season points, and our top 16 players have been invited to this invitational we're hosting today here on this Saturday, and this is what they're playing for. They're not playing for nothing. They're playing for some really sick prizing. Eagle's done a great job of going out of his way to making this prizing truly a Digimon community list of prizing. You see A-Vault's deck boxes here on this 3rd place screen, Digipanda's mat and sleeves that aren't even available yet, man, and Curiosity's tokens, 3 really great products from 3 really great creators. And then as we go up into the higher placings, you get to see we add a nice little binder from A-Vault for 2nd place, and then on top of that we get for 1st place they get the additional choice of either a BT21 box or 2.5. But if you guys want to be part of season 5, which is starting this Monday, this is the place to be. If you like that prizing and you think it's something worth playing for, then if you come here every Monday 7:30, every Thursday 8 p.m. Eastern here at the Eagles Nest webcam tournament, season 5 starts, man. So if this is enticing to you, please sign up. Like I think you said we had 182 unique registrants throughout the set of season 4, with 600 something players throughout the entire season is an crazy amount of people, and it would be amazing to be able to beat that.
Yeah, exactly. You're right on the you nailed everything there, man. So much. Happy to see the communities growing so much too. Like World Convergence, everyone's excited for it. BT21 is going to be so exciting when we get the first BT21 tournament here as well.
Oh yeah, dude, because that's gonna be like no one's done. This is gonna be the first time that no one's done the homework for us, and it's gonna be so sick.
Also, like just on top of that, like, dude, this is some of the most decorated players you will see playing in these events. So many people that got top 16 at Nats. But it looks like we are starting off the games now. Galaxy going first against, Michere, which is on Birds. Like, dude, he's not going to be ready for the hatch. He sees Yokomon. I'm like, okay, is this blue hybrid?
That gives it away.
Birds.
Oh, we broke on rookie though, but that's okay. Birds can break on rookies. As long as they see that Birdramon ace right there, most of their game plan is set. But looks like we're gonna grab the level 4 instead. Interesting. Without Omni X, wouldn't be too bad. I do have the ability to play out the blocker on mechas, and the last Guardian in security is clutch. If only I didn't get home at 5 on weekdays. Yeah. I assume you're I assume you're PST. Which is rough. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, we do our best. We can only run it so late because my judges have full-time jobs too. So
yeah,
running it until it's like 1 a.m. on a workday is not ideal, but we'll do as much as we can.
Forever the struggle of the United States, the multiple time zones we live in. I'm gonna pop the boost here. For what reason? No rookie still, which is really unfortunate. Galaxy's just gonna have their way here if we don't do something. Oh, we're just gonna play Sora. Wow, hand is that bad.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think, is my history of playing Birds and Galaxy, like everyone's in chat's kind of saying already, it's a rough uphill if they get to Invisi. If they don't, or not Invisi, into Hexa. If they don't get into Hexa, it could be doable, especially if they have an explosive start. But like just missing a rookie in a very important match right away, it feels rough.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna step away right quick, but you got this. Here we go.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so we get a double feature on the Galaxy side here, and we're using the Scramble to go into the Invisimon, keep the turn, because we got the 2 memory from that Coronamon. We see it's a Biomon in security. We're going to gladly take the swing. We know we'll live it. We can peel. We'll get the extra body tempo in life. Really solid here. You're on one of the new Chimera that deletes a Digimon to delete a same level Digi. If it's fine, it's red, it gives carry +1 inherit. The bad thing is it's level 5, pretty tight spot. Yeah, space is definitely the issue in a lot of these decks, because you start realizing how good the engines are for decks being played at this time, and you kind of struggle finding space. Like Galaxy probably has the most space, and it's just the level 6s and 7s if you have space. Like everything else is kind of mandatory to some extent.
Ooh, we're gonna play the bird. Oh, we gave us enough time to enough memory to play Birdramon Ace without passing turn. That's gonna be huge. Getting the Biomon rookie finally. Probably gonna Digivolve that in the back, or maybe not.
We're good. We're good at the game. We're gonna do rookie and back. That's one way to put it, right?
Yeah.
Good
Well, I mean, birds kind of need sometimes like that rookie so they can. They'll like hard play it, give it rush. So if it was our only rookie, that might have been our only way to achieve that. But here now we're just resolving Garudamon X.
Yeah, give something rush here. It's a little scary if you swing with the ace in the stack, but I think you might just have to if you're expecting the ace to come out, or the Invisi to come out and pop the body anyways.
That will delete the Coronamon. Birds has no convincing out to hex this highly? Can't they just hard play PhoenixMon? Doesn't PhoenixMon just delete something, or is that on deletion? I guess I can't. Don't.
The DP threshold I think is the issue.
Ah.
Yep. Then we're gonna see, like I said, Busy comes out here. Digivolve, pop,
Oof.
flip top security. Real quick, don't forget to flip top security from Invisi. Invisi is the easiest card to forget about for effects.
Right.
I forget it because
level
my
6
life.
is having level 6 is having on plays is definitely not the most common thing.
Well, you don't run Royal Knights for every level 6 has an on play?
No, not me.
I'm teasing.
Alright, Digivolve for 1. Yeah, I think Invisy's just gonna run away with this.
You guys, just kind of off topic here for y'all here in chat. You know, like when you let like your dogs out, and then like as soon as you let them out, they come back asking to come in. It's kind of like that with my cats right now. I close them out of the room, and now they're crying to come back in. Debating, do I let them in?
Did you solve the tape issue?
Nope.
Oh, sucks to be that.
Yeah, almost to our finals though. Top 4 players from our series. Definitely, Magnetim is definitely one of the strongest performing players. If we looked at our ladder, we've already talked about Kakeru, but let's talk about Mishire. How did they get their invite to the season finals here?
It was purely on birds, right? Like I think they only played birds.
Birds with 1 Jesmon top. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they actually managed to play Jesmon one time. Yeah, no, Jesmon's definitely the other secondary pet deck that I know about. And yeah, Apollomon will just clear the rest of security. Birds just being too slow there is a little unfortunate. Never quite getting their setup going, which is sad. Missing that rookie.
It was just so devastating. Missing the rookie, the opponent was able to capitalize on it.
Mm-hmm. And then the Invisi was so gross.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Invisi's just a crazy card out of its archetype. In its archetype, it feels very fair. But out of its archetype, it's just crazy if you can abuse it.
Yeah. Which is like always been my thing with the Sun and Moon deck. Like so many people were really mad at Mirage, right? They were mad at the level 6. They were like, this is unplayable. It's a stupid floodgate. I don't want to play against it anymore. And I was like, that's not what's winning the deck. That's not what's making that deck win the game. They'll find another red level 6. They'll find another blue level 6. Like the deck isn't Mirage, right? And like I think everyone's just kind of been proving it ever since that like, yeah, we're just anytime a busted a really good level red 5 comes out, or a good level 6 blue comes out, and people just keep using them in this engine.
Yep, that is true. That is true. But yeah, definitely lots of eyes on these top 4 matches right now. Hopefully we see a lot closer of a game 2. But definitely congrats to our Birds player for making it top 4 everything here. It's pretty crazy to think about. I don't think anyone had Birds on their list for today.
No.
But it's just one of those decks in the hands of a good pilot. You can definitely express a lot of skill and level advantage. But yeah, opening up, we're going first this time. We have a rookie, we have a champion. We're in a lot better spot than we were last game.
We chose to go first, which is interesting. Let's just get the tempo out early, maybe set up our traps first. But I'm not convinced that this is. Actually, I mean, they will know better than me, but. I guess
like the only thing I could think of is like you acknowledge Galaxy going first is pretty good. All their plays are amazing.
I guess maybe that's more of what it is, right? You want to take going first away from Sun and Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, we're gonna go into Cressy. Wow.
We're playing a traditional stack deck, sir. What are you talking about?
That's not true.
This is my red-blue stack deck.
And we're just gonna stay in raising. red memory boost. We're gonna grab the Garuda X. And then play Tamer? No, Digivolve into Garuda X in the back. Wow, so we're just going tit for tat here.
Yeah, we're just respecting what our opponent can do, and we're going to try answering the board they present to us. I see Invisi in hand there. We have jamming, so you're not really pressured to do anything.
Mm-hmm. Reveal the top security, yeah. We're
Scramble. Good. Yeah, we'll swing into Scramble. There's no Digimon for you to play out for free yet, and you just get this to your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, get a free level 6 for our next turn. Now, what are we going to do here? We have the peel effects for 2 memories, which it looks like we are utilizing. And now we can use Sunmon if we want for a cost reduction for our next Evo, which we do use on the Flaremon.
We go into Flaremon, which means we won't go into the Hexbot that everybody's worried about. And then, or Mirage, so it's really just Gallant X. Maybe potentially I see sometimes people run Dynamon as a red top end, but no, we're just going to go... this is a clearable board.
That is true.
We don't have any DP. I think we might have. I think this is a 9k Flaremon. If yeah, because we had the Cressimon get tucked under, so it's a 9k Flaremon versus and a Pheramon on the side 4k. I think we could clear this. With
yeah,
the boost?
I think we're easily able to swing over 1 stack.
Ooh, Scramble, nice.
Can't forget the 2k DP they have from the Inherit. Don't want to be flubbing that like it's flubbed at Worlds.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a rough time to flub something like that.
It's so sad when you watch that stuff and then it's like best of 1. Like at any time that I think to myself, man, maybe we could go best of 1. I remember I always take a step back, watch one of the Eastern streams and be like, nah, best of 5, best of 3 needs to happen every time, man.
Well, to be fair, Top Cut was best of 3 for the finals match.
Oh, was it? Oh yeah, it was. That's I'm so silly.
Yeah, but like, no, I get what you're saying. I get the sentiment still.
Mm-hmm. So now we pop boost. Oh, yeah, we pop boost to go back up to 2. We got our full combo in line and everything.
Yeah, we might see the run back from last game here.
All right, swing and security, not big enough. End of attack, we're gonna get all this stuff. It's interesting that we chose to swing at security, but I guess we have a plan. We do actually know we care about how much security is in our opponent's thing, so we're gonna trash another one.
Yep, thanks to Garuda X.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Munfusion is on Gallantmon today, I believe. I think we've confirmed that. I can triple check it real quick. Yep, he is our last Gallantmon in the tournament. I mean, our top 4 is all unique decks here. Oh, Medieval, that can solve the problem.
It does give a lot of memory, but yeah, this definitely solves the problem.
The only thing we're kind of scared of is the Invisimon that's going to be coming out here. But we're putting so much pressure on them, like, we're fine.
Oh, did we not use the pop effect, or... So we just, all we did was... I think this is interesting, I think... How's this gonna resolve? Because if it's end of turn attack... Did we not? How did that work out?
They're both end of turn.
They're both end of turn, but we didn't. Oh, did we? Oh, we did pop the Fira and tried to attack into the. Oh, okay. We must have popped the Phyramon and then tried to attack into the level 4, but then Invisi comes out and did this. Whereas I thought they actually were waiting on the pop effect. Because if they had waited for the pop effect to come for the Invisi to come out, they would have been fine, which is unfortunate. Could have vortexed into level 5, then used the alt turns on Invisi. Yeah, that's what I think they should have done, Law. That's what I thought was gonna happen, but we probably just got a quick knowledge check there on our end.
Yeah, there's usually lots of really good knowledge and skill checks in Digimon now, I feel. Definitely one of them. Another one that has a lot is Imperial. I think Imperial is a deck that, sure, it's very linear for how you play the game, but there's lots of like intuitive or non-intuitive moments of when you want to resolve effects.
It looks like we are resolving on deletions from Garuda X here.
Garuda X turning itself with the Yoko, so you don't get the other deletions, but we just acknowledge how powerful having that card is. And complete whiff on the Lekis here.
Wow.
Does happen every once in a while. And we're just turning all our cards sideways. Oh, we're going over the bird. That makes sense. Gives them a chance to scramble now, though.
Yeah. But we just choked to 1. I don't think there's a bird. This isn't a board that birds can deal with, unfortunately. I'm gonna pop scramble.
Gravity Crush. There's a world Gravity Crush could help, I think. Yeah, I think there's a good chance you could have Law. I think if we weren't running single elimination timed rounds, you definitely could have. But just for the sake of broadcasting and keeping a schedule, it helps out a lot for us. Especially since this is an add-on day of the week, going for 3 days, and then tomorrow's gonna be 4 days for you.
Well, 5 days, right? Because I also did the Eggman thing. I felt so bad, but I was just like, I was looking at my schedule this week. I was like, I gotta cancel Gundam. I can't do 6 days.
Dude, it's totally fine. Like, we get it. Like, I wasn't able to make it on Wednesday either, so like, it's totally fine, man.
Wait, did we not play the bird? Scramble's not on the board anymore for sure. Yeah, there we go. Dang, yeah, I don't think.
This might be the quickest top 3 game, and we didn't even see a Hexy come down.
Yeah, we're gonna suspend to. I would delete.
Probably the Lekis with sources, because it's going to abuse more memory effects. As long as you're swinging into it, right? Or Vortexes, you have to swing into player. Vortex is Digimon. Overclock is player. I said it earlier, but...
You did.
Just a few of them.
So we bought ourselves... Shit. We bought ourselves a turn. But, I don't know. Maybe we didn't buy ourselves a turn. How much security we have?
I believe we're at 4 securities. Seeing that Apollomon, we know this might just be wraps now.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be all.
Get jamming on Apollo
with all this memory too.
Yeah, this might be a really quick top 4 game of just birds not seeing rookie game 1, which is really rough, and then game 2 Galaxy just able to go a bit faster.
I think birds would have still been able to maintain board state if they didn't get knowledge checked on the Invisimon. Definitely the medieval might have been a reach. However, since they did do the medieval, I feel like they could have easily saved the on-play effect for the Invisi itself. Since we're the turn player, we would have popped Invisi before we get those effects. Granted, we don't get the full board clear we were hoping for, but we at least clear. We can still clear level 5 and the Invisi, so leaving our opponent with only the level 4 on the coming up turn. This would have been a completely different board state.
Yeah, the Invisi wasn't really doing a whole lot once it was played out, unless you're scared of the level 6s. That's the only thing I think you would have to respect.
Well, the Invisi cleared the medieval, right? On that one turn. I think we should go clear the stack plus Luna. I don't know why we cleared Invisi. That's fair, Luke. Actually, you're probably right.
Yep, now Invisi pops the medieval. No reason for Invisi not to swing here.
Yeah.
You'll see a peel into life. This definitely feels like a One Piece-esque type of effect to me, where like you're putting cards face up in life, but I think that's just because we saw it there first.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm still shocked that like there, with all the, it still shocks me when the all the Bandai games like have a similar effect, but then don't call it the same thing. Like in One Piece, it's on KO instead of on deletion. I mean, like just having a unifying term could be good. On Apollomon, do we have OmniX?
We passed turn with it.
Oh, we blitzed.
Yep.
Can we do this? I think we can, unironically.
Birds has a lot going for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they pop off, they can absolutely pop off, but they have to see every piece here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't use it, because you are spending the same memory still, unless you're scared of like a Death X. Like that's the only thing I can think of. Okay, Bird's doing bird things. Let's go. We play the
Tamer.
Sora.
This is where it starts.
Correct training.
Oh, going to bird route. Okay. There was a part of me that thought maybe we would have. Interesting. Okay, we grabbed back. We bought back the Garuda X, or the Phoenix X actually. Sora, play out bird. We're at one memory.
Yep, Garuda X, buyback.
Gallant.
Card of the day, Medieval Gallantmon. How many times will we buy it back?
I think this clears board. Yep, delete. Now we can just digivolve into the Gallant.
True.
We might not do that, but because we still have to answer this because we still got to figure out what happens with this Invisimon after the fact. The Goonie hit hurt this deck so much. I don't think that's true. He expanded. I think there was plenty of lists. I think Michael here never even used
Ancient hybrid build.
He never really went for the hybrid builds. He probably had tested them, but he kind of just preferred always the this version. All right, Birdra into.
Now we have to remember, Invisimon will come out at the end of turn.
Right.
Can we alliance over the Apollo? No, we can't. We can't alliance over it.
Yeah, we kind of messed up there. Oh, but we're gonna win Digivolving.
Oh wait, we can win Digivolve and then all turns. Those
Yep.
are two separate effects. That's what it is.
Okay, we'll be fine. And then pop. Nope. Suspend. Delete. This is nice.
There we go.
This is what Birds wanted.
This is what best of three's about. This is best of three adapting to our opponent. But if he can, I just want to say, if he can slam Omni X, he has game. But I'm like, no, you can't slam Omni X here. You get medieval.
Yeah, because you'd get suspended and then.
Well, I guess you take turn player priority, you bot deck it, but like you still need memory. You need 2 more memories to slam Omni X. It's 16.
Oh right, this isn't Royal Knights.
It's honest. It's an honest 16 memory.
It's an honest Omni X, yeah. And now, no. Okay, we're just gonna pop boost. We just can't afford to play into the Medieval Gallant here. Got Cress.
And then play Cress, because we acknowledge we're dead on board if we
That's gonna stop the bird. We do delete it though. But the on play does trigger, so Medieval I imagine is
stunned. Yeah, we just gotta get one more check. Is all we need here. Is all he's saying.
I mean, we probably could do it. Birds 3 security, even if the Medieval isn't really a participant, I feel like we should be able to pull this off with a level 4
Yeah, Birdra is also a valid target. Birdra. Well, the only thing is if you stun Birdra, if he goes Garuda X, he can play a body with Rush, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it gets around it still. Right? Because it'd be 1, 2, 3. I guess he would have to work a little bit still.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna buy back Garuda X, it looks like. Yep, that's exactly what we do.
Yeah, I think stunning the Medieval is the correct thing here. You stun Medieval because it's a guaranteed 2 checks.
Ooh,
and then you swing.
For 2, nice.
Because then all you ask for him to have game is whatchamacallit, Garuda X effects. But now that you've assumingly stunned the Medieval, it's going to be a lot more expensive to try going for game.
Oh, because the security was removed, we gained some memory. Oh, that's gonna let us go into level 6. What can we do? Alright, Phoenix.
And my heart's racing, man. This is a good game.
Mm-hmm.
This one is back and forth players getting a chance to interact. We got skill checked or knowledge checked the first game, but this game we have learned from our mistakes, and we are blitzing now.
Mm-hmm.
For 1 check.
1 check, we're bigger, and then we get to end of attack, burn.
And Medieval is stunned here.
Mm-hmm. And those are blocker Birdras for the record. Looks like we're buying back a Birdra, Garuda Ace.
And so our opponents go at 1. 2 boosts, 2 blockers. Omni X is the win con here if we can go all the way up.
Even our opponent at 1 memory.
Okay, so let's go ahead. We gotta crack both boosts if we're trying to go for game here.
Yep.
I don't think you'll get a chance for another turn unless you Hexa, I guess. There's a World Hexa might be enough, but then they play a Digimon their turn if you give them 3 memory to play a Digimon with. Oh, or Crimson Mode Ace, that is true also. If you have the X Ante and the Omni X, you're guaranteed game. Gosh, there's a lot of things you actually need. And Protoform being on the Phoenix X also.
Yep. The Protoform actually does a lot here.
Dude, I keep thinking it's easy math, and then I keep recalculating, and then I do math, and then I have to recalculate again. Yeah. Recalculating.
We can't play a Digimon, right? Because that's Digivolving for 2. Search 1, 2, 3. Wonkun to the bottom.
Yeah, we don't want a Wonkun here because it procs the Medieval.
We're gonna shuffle. I forget what we call it. Peel.
Yeah. For anyone curious, we're about 27 minutes into our 50-minute timer, and Table 2 is just going into Game 3 as well. So it is anyone's game to make it to the final round still. All the top 4 players, they're fighting tooth and nail, I think is what you would say, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Mega Seadra spins one of the birds to the bottom. Mm-hmm. So we get rid of 1 blocker. Oh, I see we have the Invisi in hand. We can de-Digivolve Medieval by 2, pop the Ace, I believe that's under it.
Yeah.
Do we have all the pieces to the puzzle? I think we're just scared of the Ace. If he has the Ace, he has the Ace, I think is all we are saying here now. Like, my heart is actually racing right now because I'm like, it can go either way.
It can go either way, yeah. Ooh, Hexblow. We're thinking about Hexblow instead.
Oh, because we can also get rid of the sources underneath.
Yep.
Trash the Garuda Ace in that.
No, I'm thinking, oh, this is tough.
I think Invisi's a safer play here because it gets rid of a stack.
Digivolve for 3. Going to do Digivolve 2, delete.
Yep.
Overflow 3. Omni X, there's Omni X.
And we'll be spinning the blocker Garuda to the bottom. I think we're just trying to go for game here.
What
Yeah.
are we gonna do?
Does he have ace? Well, no,
It
it's
doesn't matter.
16k.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
16k.
it's 18. It's 18k.
Yeah.
Does Jesmon ace save him?
Wait, yes. It is.
Oh, he's a blocker.
Oh, yeah.
He's a blocker, guys. He's a blocker. Oh boy. Oh boy. That.
Oh my god. Oh, swing with the rookie for game.
Yo, you guys weren't. None of us were expecting that line. None of us were expecting it.
Oh, Mega Cedra can't be redirected. Yeah, you're right. But he had to clear the. Either way, he has to clear the 4s. And
there's 2 4s, so he had the Garuda ace guaranteed.
And he can't clear the. If he clears Phoenix, it heals him, so the attack doesn't matter at that point.
I was not thinking about the level 5 ace. We're so hyper fixated on level 6 aces that we're like, yeah.
Yeah. Though I think the thing is, they were so worried about Crimson because the Invisi would not have been bigger than Crimson. So you're trying to play around both.
He did have to clear the Invisi because it let him keep turn.
Oh, you mean the level 5?
Oh, swinging as Invisi.
Swinging as Invisi because the blocker doesn't matter, but then you die to Crimson mode.
Yeah, then you die to a level 7 ace. Like, regardless, like, you're in a tough spot. You're just playing around what you think they do and do not have, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I don't fault him either way. Like, I'm more hyper fixated about playing around level 7 ace also, so I get it.
The thing is, Luke, yes, Garuda Ace is in archetype, but for the most part, this deck, the Birds deck, every red card is almost in archetype because all their searching pieces, all their things that actually search out cards, only care for it being a red vaccine or a red card, period. They don't really care about specifically searching for avians and the like. So Crimson is kind of in archetype for them. They can search out the Crimson pretty easily. I don't think they had that game, but oh, it only matters for Yoko. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, but regardless, great game 2. Like, that's what we were hoping to see.
Yeah.
Game 1 was just a shutout from not seeing pieces, but now trying it again. Yeah, open up Rookie Tamer. Not the ideal opener for Galaxy, because giving 4 memory turn 1's rough, but we do have access to coincide the rest of the game, which is really nice.
No, we have our Garuda Ace. Do we have? Oh, we're just gonna play Tamer instead of playing the Garuda Ace, so saving that.
Yeah, so everyone here in chat, how are we enjoying the games? I think this is a great set. Like, we're showing high skill Digimon players showcasing some of the decks that they've played for quite a while or performed super well with.
I mean, we don't gain the memory.
Exciting.
No, that was so sick. We're gonna strip. Ooh, Galga, double Galga stack. That's annoying.
I mean, I think we might be trying to lock with a Mirage, maybe? Like, that's a possibility. The Medieval helps against Red Purple Imperial, but it doesn't do enough. So yeah, I see what you're saying. So we're going to Tamer, play out Wankun. Wankun play out Luna. Luna goes into a Champion. I see a Galga in hand. So we have a pretty good lineup here.
But if he goes into the Galga play, Medieval just clears it for free, right? That's like part of why Galga got kind of shut out of this game of the format for a while.
But yeah, that's 8 in hand. We get the memory. Now we peel. We get 2. So effectively, we gain an extra memory from this line.
It's like we're going Invisi.
Yeah, you can go Invisi into a few other things. You can even eat up the Lunamon if you want to restand and attack again with a single stack. Bird gets popped. You gotta flip that security first.
With the Sora.
Not a tamer you want to give your opponent, but you
No.
might just have to. We are using Wankun to eat up the Lunamon.
Interesting.
If security is removed, are we using the Invisi effect? We are. I think we're just going to go into Apollomon and say, you know what, we're going to swing 3 more checks. We'll put you on the timer because you put us on the timer, and I think we're in a decent spot here. 3 checks jamming. Check 1, nothing to pop. Check 2, and then check 3.
Ooh,
And there's the Crimson. We know he does run Crimson. I think, actually, did we know?
We're not bigger. Oh,
we
we
have
have
jamming.
Sorry.
Actually, did we know it was a guarantee? I think we saw him grab it off a search earlier in the last game. I'm trying to think if we knew he had Crimson or not.
I can't remember if he searched it or not. We saw it before, got it. Alright. Bird. We'll search out Phoenix. 4 memories a lot for this deck. This might have been just too fast for birds, but we'll see.
Yeah, that is true. 6 security is a lot. Yeah, and you reduce the level that we're... Is it the play cost of the Digimon?
It's by DP, and then you start at like 15, and then for every security you minus 2k or something. So at
just 1k bird, easy.
Yeah. Might have been hoping to get deleted there, but we needed to remove the security. It starts at 13, okay.
Yeah, it's just a casual 1k body we could play. It's pretty good, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think with the 6 security, it just does uniquely counter us, but we are going to Digivolve for 2. Gonna buy back Garuda Ace. Or X.
Or X. Yeah, makes sense. It's a good card. If you got Protoform, it feels even better.
Grab back Sora.
Yep, because we did a buyback. We can play out a bird. What's the bird from Sora? Going to be a Bio. Checks out.
Did you vote for 2 again? Is that the play?
If we have Protoform, it's a lot easier, but yeah. Looks like we are just going to. That's our blocker bird, right?
I think this is too much pressure. I think with Invisi coming out.
Yeah, because Medieval doesn't even clear it here. Can't even Evo up into Medieval.
Garuda X, okay.
Buy back the level 7 ace. Then end of turn effects.
Digivolve 2 and then delete that one.
That's one or few resources you delete, so you can delete that one still.
I think.
Yeah, he said, dude, I'm not falling into this ace again.
Yeah, he's just gonna scoop it up at that point. Ah. Yeah. What an unfortunate pour now. The sixth security heal is kind of disappointing for birds, especially since they didn't get that aggression early enough. Going
but
second,
really good run for birds.
Yeah,
like nonetheless,
cool.
That was on no one's bingo card for today, I bet. Yeah, Galaxy in finals for sure. Table 2, let's see. I think they're still in the middle of game 3.
Ooh. Should we just go try to see what's happening there?
I say we try it out, see what's up. See how much time we got left.
Everybody's in there. Everybody. In the club.
We got 11 minutes left for this game 3.
Okay. Let's see if I switch the screens. And here we go.
Lists are going to be opened up after the Pasadena event this weekend, so everything will be public really soon.
We got the Kari on board. We just healed with Alpha.
Yep, and I think we're just scared of... Or we're not too scared of aces if we get to 0 memory. Then we'll start doing our lines. There's lots of memory to use and work with. But yeah, for anyone just joining us, we are in our top 4 bracket for our circuit finals. We're down to Galaxy in the finals for sure, piloted by Kakaroo against the winner of this set here, which is either Gallantmon or Royal Knights. I feel like the Royal Knight matchup is probably more favored for... actually, I think they're both really good.
It's tough. Like I was trying to think of it myself. I'm like, they can answer each other pretty well. It just depends on on your ability to just not allow them to have multiple turns with a GalantX, which clearly that's what's happened now.
Yep. And to answer your question, Sergio, yes, we allow proxies at any and every tournament, as long as it's clear what the card is. We ask players to use highest quality proxies they can, but we acknowledge that we want players to not be kept out of playing decks because of the cost of the decks. We want to be kept out of placing just because they're learning how to pilot the decks. We want everyone to have maximum power of playing at these events.
We want to treat this as the highest level potential of the players at all times too, and allowing them to play whatever version of their deck they want to play. Definitely allows them to then go into official events, maybe actually decide if they want to pick up the deck or not, and things like this. And then everybody gets better practice for that too, respectively. Because everyone's still here. Like, it's not like Eagles Nest is the end all be all. Everyone here still wants to play in official events, official tournaments, get official prizing, go to nationals, go to worlds. And so maximizing our player strength here and deck quality is a big thing, right? There's a lot of players maybe in Latin America that can't get access to every single promo for whatever reason, Shadramon being a big one, right? And things like that. So
yeah, you word that so much better there, man. Like, that's just so well said, and the exact reason for why we're pushing for a webcam locals to be pushed in this direction. Are we going to be decking out as Gallantmon? That just occurred to me.
Wow.
We're at
I didn't notice that.
I think that Kari might have been putting in work. Holy cow, how much work has that Kari put in?
Probably all of it. And does this delete the alpha? Do we have a DP amplifier? Deletion amplifier, I guess. Yeah, we do. I'm gonna gain a ton of memory.
Now we can swing into security. We'll get security minus on one of the stacks because of the Kari, because we'll get end of turn pop a security restand, but there's not much you can do about that in this scenario.
We're scrambling into another Gallant.
It's a very safe play here to do. Just because it prevents deck out, assuming your opponent has a Digimon, but I guess they don't even need a Digimon on board. They'll just pass turn.
They still got enough cards in deck though, so I'm not super worried. Draw another card. I think it's 2 cards left in deck. Ooh, Purge of the Royal Knights is nice. Not that we have anything under, unfortunately.
Oh, we got Jesmon.
Oh, we're gonna work this out. We're gonna Mecha.
Yep, end of attack is mandatory. Security's trash. Kari's going to be tapped here.
Give it to the Gallantmon.
If it is affected by this, it is immune from Digimon and option effects, right?
It's just Digimon effects.
I always have to double check. I know we have so much protection now. Yeah, just Digimon effects. You got it right on the head. We're just going to keep throwing things on these stacks until they do something that makes sense. Ooh, unless this is a Kari in the last life, I think it's game. Oh, it's Akari! It's Akari! That's a
trash.
-1 check!
Oh my god.
It gives -1 check
but
on
it still has
but
it still has a check. Ah. Dang it.
Where's the +1 check? Oh, the inherit. That's
The
what it is.
inheritable. Ah. That's so rough.
I mean, they went to game 3. It was piloted super well by both players, and now we're going to have our finals: Gallantmon versus Galaxy, folks.
Yeah, no, that's Gallantmon versus Galaxy. I mean, what do you think from that? What do you think takes that? I think Gallant has like enough potential there to delete over and over again, right?
Yeah. So the biggest thing you had working as Galaxy against Gallant is you use the red top-end build where you use the volcanics and the metallics, and that's what you were really trying to push. We don't have that in our current build. So the blue tech is normally Ryugamon, because you pass turn the Evo and bot deck Ryuga to bot deck their Gallant.
Right.
But they don't even have that. They have Medieval, which could help, but I think it's going to be a rougher fight for Galaxy in this version of the matchup. So I think it is probably Gallant favored if I had to guess.
Alright, I guess we'll see. Yeah, I don't know where to go from there. So,
Yeah, so
go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, we can be surprised, but yeah, going into finals.
We're going into the finals now, everybody. So this is what our players have been playing for. They've been playing for the past few months. We've been operating under the conditions of what is known as Season 4 of the Eagle's Nest webcam tournament. That players over the months have been accumulating points with their top 5 best performing results, adding to their points and accumulating into being invited into tonight's invitational. And the prizing you see here above is what they're playing for. Eagle went out of his way to try to make this a very community-driven prizing pool. You'll see Digipanda's merch, you see Avalt's merch, you see Curiosity's merch. And this is just third place. The second place gets added to the an Avalt binder added to the docket, and then our first place player even gets a box. And I think this is all this is an invitational, all driven by for free, right? Our invitees didn't have to pay for this at all. This is all driven through your pocket, or are all the funds generated through the season.
Yep, exactly. Like that's the goal at the end of the day. Like these events are entirely like community events. I don't really take anything home. If anything, it's the judges that take a little bit home every single event, because I try to comp them out well, because it's a lot of time. I know it's a passion, but man, it's a lot of time.
Yeah, but just because tonight is the end of Season 4 doesn't mean we stop there with Eagle's Nest. We actually are going to start this Monday at 7:30 Eastern. We're starting Season 5, so if you just saw that prizing, you were like, damn, Eagle really went out of his way to support the scene. Well, we're doing it again for Season 5. We don't know what the prizing is yet, because that's more of a fun thing for the end of it, but Season 5 will begin this Monday at 7:30 Eastern, and will continue Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. If you guys have been around, you know we keep doing this every time, every Monday, every Thursday, 7:30, 8 p.m. here at the the Squirrel YouTube channel. We stream it live for everybody, but at Eagle's Nest is where it's all the magic all happens, guys. So tune in Monday will be the start of Season 5, and that's tomorrow. Here's another one. April 6th. Eagle's Nest is also hosting a BT21 case tournament as its prizing, a progressive case tournament, which if you guys don't know what that means, it just means the more players that attend this event, the better the prizing gets. So up to I believe a case is the capstone prize pool. All right, I believe is how that works. It will be a 2.5 Bandlist tournament, 2.5 cards, as BT21 is not legal yet, but that will be April 6th, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, $35 a person. Hope you guys come out for that. And then tomorrow, if you guys are looking for more Digimon action, me and Digipanda will be commentating the Core TCG Pasadena Regional, in-person regional, but we're phoning it in. So if you guys want more content tomorrow, me and Digipanda have you with that. And then the rest of the week, I did talk about Monday and Thursday, but that doesn't mean that's the only thing we got going on in the week. Our friends at DigiGuard United host a webcam tournament on Wednesday and Friday, with double featuring with DigiGalaxy on Friday. Both great content creators and both great people with Merch of their own. DigiGuard has the fiddly sticks. I've been lovingly calling them. They're really cool products. They also have their own mats and stuff, like, and then DigiGalaxy also has their own custom sleeves, custom art, custom mats. The Nines, both great people, both great merch. If you guys are looking to support Digimon TCG content creators, is there anything else? And then Tuesday's free. Tuesday this week we had Eggman, but Tuesday's free. If someone wants to take over Tuesday, please. I want to fill out the chart.
Yeah, I think you said it all. I'm going to give our players just a moment to take a quick walk around before they start the finals. Definitely the pinnacle of this entire season. 11 weeks of tournaments. 11 weeks of tournaments. Like 24 tournaments in total, man. That's a lot of games.
That's a lot of time.
Lots of games.
It's crazy because I feel like I started covering this with you right at the tail end of season 3, start of season 4 potentially. So to think we've already done this for 24 rounds is crazy. It's been
exactly.
Wow. Time flies, man. Time flies.
Yeah, for sure.
You need a minute? Do I need a minute?
Yeah,
take your minute.
I'm around to the restroom, so I will be right back.
How you doing, chat? You excited? I'm excited. I took my break earlier, so I will sit here and entertain y'all. I'm sad Birds didn't make it. That was just a really aggressive start from Sun and Moon, right? Really cool. Cool to see. The double Galgamon. Crazy. What else? Someone was telling me that Mario's starting his webcam series again. Do you guys know what days that is? I'm excited that more people are trying to get back into the space of things. I just hope people don't get disheartened, because I think, to be fair, I'll be frank with you guys. There are a few things that make Eagles Nest the success it has been, right? One, probably the best pricing in the space right now. That's probably number one. The cash out pricing, the options people are given, like the cash out. You guys don't understand how valuable the cash out pricing is to things like Latin America players, European players, maybe even Oceania players. That alone incentivizes a lot of non-NA or even Canada to participate, right? Because it's not usually worth it for them to like pay for tournament, win a box or win 5 packs, and then usually the idea is they have to pay the extra shipping is usually the windfall, and so that they suffer from that. So the pricing structure at Eagles Nest is really strong. That's like probably the number one thing that carries them. But the number two is the staff and the organization. I think it's really well organized and really well handled and managed. Like beyond that, like it's very clean. Like honestly, like this team could probably handle like a 128 person tournament one day. Like it's kind of nuts, right? 3, consistency. Like we do this twice a week, every week when we sell out and we tell people and people learn about it and then people come back and people keep coming. Like bro, like our first Eagles Nest stream for me was like 15 people, 20 people. And that was off the back of like Eagle doing it for a little bit too. And then, and then we start streaming it with me, and then like it snowballed, right? Now we got 52 people on a Saturday, which is sick. Right, so it's like it's the consistency thing that like I think really matters. Like just it snowballs. It's a snowball. Like people learn about it. People remember to come back. And so it saddens my heart when I see someone try to do a tournament and then it's like, okay, you get like 10 people, 8 people, and then they don't do it again. Right? They wanted to do more, but they didn't because they just didn't see the windfall or whatever. But it's all about consistency and doing it again and again. And that goes for content creation too, guys. And Eagle's back, so I'll switch the cameras. But that goes into content creation too. There's a lot of content creators out there. They'll be like, Risu, why didn't you, or how do I become a content creator, or this and that, I want to be this, I want to do that, and then they do one video and then they stop, and it's like that's not gonna get you anywhere, man. Like you need to just it's about momentum. It's about doing it again and again and generating an audience. It doesn't happen over a single episode. No, like this is the Digimon card game. Like a single video is not going to go viral and launch you into success. That's not how it happened for anybody. At least in this space. I mean, in other spaces, yeah, you get that one funny video and then suddenly you have 1 million views. It's just this isn't the place for that.
Yep, I will say our players have started out their games here
Oh,
of Galaxy versus Gallant. We haven't missed too much yet.
okay.
Yeah, just a little bit. Like literally, both decks started with a rookie and boost, and then we just did a Lekka search where we grabbed a level 4. Yeah, finals is Kakaroo versus Mon Fusion.
Wow.
Blue Topping Galaxy versus Gallantmon. And like I was saying, I think this might be a little rough for the Galaxy player unless they go for an uber aggressive like OTK line. Mostly just because like there's no real great answers for the Gallant player, I feel.
Yeah, I mean they can go wide enough usually. Their deletion lets them go wide enough, but I guess we'll just have to see.
Yeah, there's definitely tools for each side, though, I will say.
See if I can fix up this screen right here on the left. Make sure people know that it's Kakaroo versus Mon Fusion, our finals. Yeah, good enough.
Yeah, you would enjoy it if deck profiles actually just provide the deck list link instead of having to piece out the list from the video. So there's reasons you do that. If you're already monetized on YouTube, you only get to the monetized point if you get enough watch hours. And then if you are monetized, you actually get paid out by YouTube based on the watch time, not people clicking on the video. The clicks on the video, like there's a little bit, but you don't really get as much.
Yeah.
So you have to think of it as like you're supporting the content creator. If you think it's a good deck profile, watch the video. If I gave you a link and you click away, you instantly lose all the views. Like you have no revenue generation. So it's like, why am I going to bother with this? But oh, we're going into the early Mirage. That's actually going to be one of the few ways we can lock out our opponent if they have any cycle effects. I know they don't have to use cycle effects, but there are quite a few you could run into.
Yeah. Profiles provided. Yeah, and I second everything Eagle said there. I mean, in my 2-3 years of making content, I've made like 3 deck profiles. I hate doing deck profiles, man. I think it's just it is the most annoying content to do on so many ends, man. It's because of yeah, like people are just gonna ask for the link instead, and then it's like, well, why did I even make a video? Why don't I just post it in a community post that doesn't get as many views anyway? Like, what's the point of the video at that point? Join the Discord if you want my Gallantmon deck list, right? Like that makes just videos pointless. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overly.
Oh no, it's exactly like
deck list videos.
One of the reasons I stopped also. I tried providing extra value. Like I always try talking about, okay, if you're trying to learn this deck for the first time, here's some combos, here's some text, here's some deck cards you can have in your side deck that you want to try out in the future. So like I tried giving more value for why you want to watch the whole video, but I would throw in a deck list at the end. I would throw in a picture with some sideboard cards at the end too, things to consider putting in based on the matchups and metas you see.
Yeah, the write-up content is definitely a newer thing that's happening, especially among Yu-Gi-Oh! And One Piece scenes. But you would see that a lot of those are paywalled through Patreons and what are Udemy courses, and like I'm just making up names, but you get what I'm saying. Like, and I say paywalled lovingly, because you know this content is work, and you know people deserve to be paid on their work.
I think it also helps, like, from this perspective. I made YouTube videos very consistently to build up my brand. Like, when I was getting into the scene, I was putting in all of my extra time after work. It takes about 3 to 4 hours to make a deck profile video, because I'm a solo editor. I don't pay anyone to do, like, my video editing stuff.
Yep.
And then I put in thought into the deck profile. I play tested decks, too, because I don't like putting up stuff that hasn't been play tested or theorized, or that's only been tested on paper but not on like actual practice too. And that's such a big time sink. Not saying like I would never do it, but you need to have a balance.
You also need I just don't think Digimon, maybe I'm underselling it, but I just don't feel like Digimon's the place for that kind of content, right? Because like you pay, I don't know, $30 for a written guide on how to do the black yellow Luffy matchup into black Lucci, and then you top an event that wins you several $1,000s, right? In terms of prizing, and Digimon doesn't really have that turnover, So it's not worth it for a lot of people to pay for that stuff.
Yeah, like I'll put in this perspective. I just topped One Piece Day. I got top 16. I played Black Yellow Luffy. Day 1, I bubbled out of top 64. Day 2, I got top 16, and I paid for a guide. Full transparency, because like I like learning. I like absorbing information, and that payoff, that $30 course, turned into me selling cards worth about $1,500. It felt great.
Magic's the same way, of course. I know you brought up Magic. Magic is a very lucrative because they do cash payouts. So
Yeah, but then like you're saying, like Digimon, I got second place in a Digimon regional. I got my Serial Omni, which is about $500. Still have it. I haven't tried selling it. I think it's cool. I got my Champion Pack. Sold that for 500, and then I got like 2 extra event packs. That was second place for a Digimon regional. I went.
That you lived locally too, so you could just drive and you didn't have to like do the flight fare and all that stuff.
Yep, exactly. So it's like you compare that for Digimon. Like I love Digimon, guys. Like I really do. But like if you're talking about like the dollar at the end of the day, and if that's like all you look at, Digimon's definitely lacking in it. But the community is amazing, which is why I'm 100% in the game still. I love the game. I think all the mechanics are great. I think the community is what really pulls us together. Your money is on Gallantmon. Yeah, I probably would say so too. I don't think the blue build is super teched out for Gallant. The Mirage tax is the
Looks
best
like Mirage has the advantage here though. Or the Galaxy looks Nightclaw and Nightfang seems to have the edge here right now with the board they've generated due to the tax.
Yeah.
What? You have a guest this time? Yeah, I usually try to get Eagle. It's just Thursdays. Eagle prefers to just judge his own or TO his own tournament, you know. And then I get lazy on trying to find people for Thursdays.
Yeah. Eagle needs a day of rest. Risu needs days of rest too. Risu is on the grind right now.
It's fine. We're fine.
Do we have a Galga to print a little extra memory? If we have enough memory, maybe we can go into some crazy line.
Yeah, we already used... That was Corona already, right? Yeah, that was Corona already. But we do have Ko and Sao. We'll probably just actually use Ko and Sao now, actually. That's crazy. Yep. Oh, that's going to generate 3 memory. Oh my god. Go to 6.
Then hand check. 4, 8, just barely short 12. We got 11. Yeah, all 70 folks watching the stream right now, welcome. We are in our finals. This is game 1 of the championship match here. After the course of playing for 11 weeks, we have our top 16 players that earn points over the season. Excuse me. And this is basically where we get to our finals. And we didn't have protection. This is a Gallant, not Gallant X stack.
Yep.
Did not even process that. And there's an ace in security also, so we know this is a is it a safe swing? We don't have jamming.
It's oh, we swung into the
into the route, and then Invisi Tuck, it dies though.
We do have jamming there.
Oh yeah, because he's got Galga.
Yeah, and we didn't have a normal Growl. We had to go into Growl X there, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, not even a proto form on that stack. We do have a scramble, so we can scramble against the world.
Yeah, this might just be Galaxy's game here. Yeah, with this much memory, we go into a Hexblow, bottom deck. Oof.
I wasn't even thinking there's a world you could do anything as a Galaxy, but I'm going to be proven wrong here. I thought this was Gallant favored.
I think it is Gallant favored too. We just didn't get the line all the way up. We were able to Mirage tax early enough in the right spot that didn't allow Gallant to like Gallant was forced to lose 2 memory off of the Growl X. Right, if they hadn't done that, they would have had more memory to work with on that previous turn, potentially going to a Gallant X entirely, and then that would have changed the game for them. But here, it's a good chance that there's just a good chance that Sun and Moon has the game here. We're not proccing Scramble.
Yeah, probably because it's a search, if I had to guess. Search rookie.
Mm-hmm.
And search rookie means we pass turn.
Yeah.
Or just about.
Are we just gonna hard play? Oh, okay.
I respect it. I think it's a
This
fine
will
play.
delete the Mirage. Okay. Makes sense to me.
Yep.
We didn't reduce? Yeah, and then now we'll delete it. Unfortunate. I guess we did reduce. Is the trash not big enough for like a bigger reduction than that?
I don't think it's that big.
Fair enough. Reveal the top. It's just a Digimon. With 7 memory, I think it's probably gonna be a wrap.
I mean, it's 2 checks in Visi, 1 check in Visi, Omni for game. There's no ace body to come up.
Mm-hmm. Tocado
Swing in
helps.
Visi. You can even slam the Omni for game if you want. Yep. And then I believe we saw the Omni already.
Yep.
Yep, Evo and Omni X for game.
Gotta pass turn somehow. We'll just scramble.
Yeah.
Can that Invisi attack, Sergio? Yes, it cannot. It can attack because it comes out at the end of your opponent's turn.
Going into game 2 of our finals, a Galaxy versus Gallantmon.
Nice. What do you guys think? You think Gallant can come back? I think they just had an awkward stack, right? And Mara and the Nightclaw and Nightfang had a pretty good. I mean, they saw their one of, right? So that helps in this matchup. And then Gallant saw like an unoptimal stack by having to go into the Growl X in that. If they hadn't done that, they probably would have gone into full Galmon X, and we would have saw a completely different game. So I have high faith here. I think it's a little better than tier 2. I still put things like red hybrid and blue hybrid in tier 2 right now. And I think Gallant is definitely a step above those decks. I guess it depends. It really depends on how you define your tiers of tier 2. Tier 2, I guess tier 2, you still have the potential at top. So red hybrid and blue hybrid, I don't really think have the potential at top in these current formats. So maybe they are just tier 3. So tier 2 is like, oh, could top, but probably won't. And which would put Gallant there potentially. That's fair. Or I won't be surprised if it topped as tier 2.
Galaxy opening first with Uko is definitely one of the strongest openers you have, because now you can guarantee a 3 memory play on your second turn or your turn after this one. All you need is a rookie and then champion in the back, and you're sitting really well.
Yeah.
And then you can even push a damage if you want to. It's Gallantmon. They're probably going to be deleting the Uko, so you probably swing with it. Or at least I would. I'm a little bit more aggressive with my Ukos. I don't like having them sit for too long.
It depends here, because what do you, like, you gotta ask yourself, what do we play around? Okay.
You play around... Yeah,
right.
sorry, go on.
Yeah, we saw. But, like, so against Gallant, it's like leaving up these bodies, like, creates a lot of interesting effects, right? Because it's like, if they just promote, go Growl X, draw discard, go War Growl for 3... you give them the memory. Like leaving the body up, giving them the memory is pretty bad. Or potentially, if you don't leave a body up, they go War Growl and then warp into Gallant, and then they're cooking for the rest of the game. Just stuff like that. It's just really hard to really put a finger on it. And we're gonna play Mem Boost, yeah. There's Gallant X. There's Omni. Do we grab Omni? No, we're gonna grab the Gallant X. Oh, that's sad to see the Omni.
I think
go.
we're missing a 5. I think we're missing a 5. Or we're trying to be a reactive board instead of proactive.
Yeah, I think we're trying to be a little more reactive. I mean, maybe we are missing the 5, but I would like to think we're a little trying to be a little more reactive and not just raw past turn, since our opponent isn't offering any bodies. We're trying to be safe. But now with the Mem Boost, we can just go Growl X if we have it, get a little bit of cycle going. Oh no, do we have the wrong 5? You might have just been right the whole time. Oh, X antibody. Growl. Okay. Do we go into Gallant? We do go into Gallant.
Yeah, but now we can Blitz go into the Gallant X.
Give us a card to look at. There's Kari.
This card was coming up earlier.
It was relevant earlier.
Yep,
no, I'll swap it. I'll swap it.
So this is definitely a threatening situation. We're swinging for 1 check. We're going to get 2 memory back. We're going to restand because there's no Digimon on our opponent's side. So pretty good.
Yeah, so we got our aggression going. We're going to gain the 2 memory due to War Growl. And, oof, not a great way to pass. I mean, our opponent goes to 3 anyway, so we could just, there you go. A little Geo, get a little search going. Ooh, double hit, busted.
Yep, turn pass, Galaxy player's side. How are you going to break this board? Do you have a way to answer to Gallant, or are we just going to have to ignore Gallant existing?
Interesting that we chose not to... It's interesting we chose not to attack again. I guess valuing like the potential block we could have here. Pull up that cool Strabi alt. You're right, I should do that. He's dope as hell with the ancient Garurumon swords in the background. Fire.
Yep. So do we have the 5 to swap into? I think we have a Wankun. That's why we're saving the Tamer here.
Might
Yep.
be
Tamer
right.
tap means appeal and a level 5 for free. 99% likely it's a Wankun now. Wankun effects play out the rookie.
Now I get to print out memory again.
Yep, because we got the
Gauga.
boost, we got a lot of work here.
Count up the cards. It's definitely 8. Gain a memory. So this now prints a. This combo now printed us a single memory, which I say a single, but it's a lot.
Yeah, 1 memory on the memory gauge.
Looks like we have no 6s.
We drew into an busy.
Did we?
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna go with your right.
Yeah, it just feels weird to go into Invisi here.
Yeah, you're right. I don't see another level 6 though. That's our only 6. We do have 5s though, so we can start maybe try to pull out a oh, what's his name? Apollo. Yep, did you offer 2? 1, 2, there it is.
Yeah, we say we can't last forever in this matchup. If they have an ace here, they just have an ace. If they have to block us, that's also fine. Actually, no. We're vulnerable. We can be blocked. We can't be unblockable yet.
Right, because this is the restand. This is the restand Honku, not the.
Well, if we crest seed the Gallant X and we're passing turn Blitz, they can't suspend.
Oh, true.
Right? No, they can. No, they can't because
they cannot. Yeah, you're right.
You
got that. We're going into a blue Digimon though. Yep, we're gonna go into the Wingdra. Wingdra will delete the Geo.
And we built a pretty interesting board here. We basically say we have 2 level 5s. We're guaranteed a level 6. Oh wait, can we scramble? Yeah, okay. I think we just realized that. Also.
Dang! Yeah. Because you have to go from...
Real quickly, we can't blue scramble from a red Digimon to a blue Digimon. It has to be blue to blue. Okay, yeah, a judge was literally on it already.
Yeah. I thought they were just taking it back.
They played blue scramble for 2 for no effect and evoed for 4 into Wingdra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what we're doing because it's the closest to an accurate board state here. Shout out to my judges, by the way. Got 2 of them in the call, or on this
on the scene
tables. Yeah, so very, very good chance we will see stuff. Hopefully, we catch everything. We do our best here. That's why we take care of our judges. The judges make sure we're playing to the most accurate game states as possible.
So now it's like... This Gallon just clears this board, right? Oh, we don't have the double. We don't get the double DP minus, right?
You get
We
one
only
for the
get
first
one.
attack. You have to pop, and because you have to pop, you can't restand. So yeah.
So, oh, but we're gonna raid into the other one. Yeah, this is gonna be a cleared board state. He can get to 0 memory. Oh, right, because he got Cressied, so we're trying to get to 0 memory and swing. So this will attack security. We'll draw a card. It is oh, that's our 1-of. Sad. Oh, but the scramble gets our 1-of back. That's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
End of attack.
Definitely the reason Matt had to go to 0, because all your purple 1-ofs were effectively purple 5-ofs.
Looks like we're opting to get rid of the Wingdra there. Is that the one you would go for? Like, what is... I guess the Wingdra had jamming underneath, so yeah, no, that probably is the best one to go for.
Yeah, the only thing you have to respect is Scramble can go all the way up into a Mirage, I guess. Oh, did we not raid? We didn't raid.
Yeah, we needed to pass turn, I think we did that a little. That turn could have been a little more efficient, I believe. If we had just played Tocado, played the boost, we would have gone in the same board state, but cleared both. So Soy Marcos, they played what was decided. The ruling was decided that they played the scramble empty, just playing it without evolving or anything, and then
Evo for
4, correct? Thank you.
Yeah, which was all illegal line. Oh, you can only raid when you go into a Gallant or Growl. Okay.
Oh, is a win digivolving? Oh, I thought it was an end of turn effect. Your Gallimon can just attack raid. Oh, okay. I'm crazy then. That's
we only play so many decks. We only have so much memory in the bank.
Oh god.
Yeah, I will say, like, these last 2 rounds have been amazing matchups of, like, just showcasing player skill.
Looks like we're still thinking Apollo? But Apollo doesn't get us anywhere here.
We're just scared of the ace. But you can't do anything about it.
Because Apollo deletes based on its DP. You have to be smaller than it to get deleted by Apollo.
Also, it has protection, too. Unless you're saying, like, he passes turn.
Yeah, you blitz, right? Would be what it is in my... Oh, Hexblow. For free.
Resources is unaffected. I mean, I guess this effectively stuns the Gallant, right?
I think so. This will stun Gallant unless they get a easy way to go to 0, which isn't the hardest thing for Gallant to do.
Correct.
Ooh, Medieval.
It's a good card.
Is it enough though? We are at 16k. We started 8. 1, 2, 3. 9 plus 8. Yeah. This is a lot of opponent. This is a lot of board and a lot of... Gallant has had a lot of card draw at this point. They should, in theory, be able to pull this off. And there's more card draws, so... Ooh, double hit. We get the X antibody as well. Rest in peace, rookies, though. But we have a booklet in our hand, man. I've never seen travel guides bigger.
Dude, that's perfect. Have you practiced that one?
Off the top of the dome.
That's a good one. But yeah, so I think the coolest thing about seeing this, like these top level games, is it's back and forth. It's rarely a blowout. Like every player is fighting for their life, and they understand. They have a line, and that's been my absolute favorite thing to see in these matches.
We're gonna draw a discard one, so even more draws. So like this hand has been sculpted. Like there's, in my eye, like we know we have the Gallant X. I know they have Gallant X, and I know they have the X antibody. The only unknown is, do they have a good way to go Growl? Growl X potentially would help clear some of this board out as well, depending on the inheritables. Because the Galga gets deleted for sure. Oh, boost to go to 4. Okay.
Panzer, you did miss. We had one game where birds absolutely bricked.
Yeah.
Like
it was bad.
But then they went to a beautiful. They played so well in game 2, and then the Garuda Ace against the Omni X was just, dude. Everyone kind of forgot about it. I think someone in chat probably was like, "Oh, easy Garuda Ace," but like everyone else is like, "What? A Garuda Ace removed the Omnimon?" Yeah. Yeah, and then the game 3 was kind of close, but it was still a little leaning against birds.
Yeah. Looks like here is the X antibody. Do we have enough sources? How many sources? We got 5 on the...
Oh, this is a giant stack. Hexablow is no issue for us now.
Yeah. Growl X will delete what exactly? What are we looking to delete?
Oh, we have a mini.
I mean, the Hexblow is big, right? The Hexblow is plus something crazy. Yeah. Plus, it stands at 12. So yeah, 16k. Yeah. So the Growlmon does get to delete 10k, but I think we have a boost in there somewhere to get us the rest of the way. Here we go, and then this will delete the Galgamon.
And then leave it for Gallant to clean up the rest, I think.
I think so.
X. You can win battle by Iceclad if you want.
Yeah, I don't think we're doing that though.
I think this is going for gaming.
I think we're going for. I don't think we're going into yeah, I don't think we're going into Gallant X here. I think we're just going 2 checks into security at big. Yep. And then here it is. We're gonna go Gallant X. I know they have it, and that's just gonna be. Do we get the unsuspend?
So you can choose to do your pop effect first, and if it fails, then you restand, which is what he was doing.
Ah, okay. And then
yeah, if you ordered the DP drain, you would not.
Got
but
it.
he ordered it in the correct order there to make sure you
can
close out game. So guys, we're going to game 3.
Yeah.
Game 3, like the fact that we're going to game 3 for all of these sets too feels so good.
Yeah. It definitely makes the Digimon card game feel a little more competitive and a little more fun when everything's going to get to go to game 3. Seeing a blowout in your finals isn't always enticing, which I get it. In card games, like, life happens, man. Crimson mode for game? Nah. Gallant X for game. They could have Crimson though, I think, in the long run. No, could they have? Yeah, they could have Crimson. I think the trashes were beyond big enough.
Has all the players today gone into game 3? Actually, let me just take a look at the bracket.
Yeah, we're doing
in our bracket. There's only been
there's a few
4, 5. There's only been 5 blowouts in our entire bracket today, and that's what 8, 12, 14, 15. Of the 15 sets, there's only been 5 sets that went XO. Yeah. But a lot of them have gone to a game 3. The majority have gone to a game 3. But yeah, we are starting off our finals though, chat. Everyone in chat, drop your guess on who's going to take it. Like, is it going to be Galaxy's game or Gallantmon's game? We've seen both players highlight skill expression and deck building decisions that led them to games that could win. I know if we had the ability to pull on YouTube, we'd definitely be doing that. But which team are we on? Are we Team Gallant, Team Lightcall? We're 1-1 right now.
I'm Team Gallant. I'm Team Gallant, 100%. That tamer needed to be eroded. Also, Gallant, I don't know. Gallant could have probably deserved a hit or something too, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I would say both these decks are on the same power level in terms of the meta, even though Gallant it may be particularly favored in this one matchup.
The judges are asking if the winner plays Risu for a double or nothing.
No, coaches don't play.
We're 2 for 2, 2 for 2 in chat.
Team Gallant.
Team
That
Galaxy.
tamer can't be eroded. He's Staccato. Wait, what?
Yeah, it looks like chat's pretty split right now too.
Yeah. All right, Fira for 1. Search 3. We only get 1 hit. We're gonna grab the tamer. Ooh, but maybe we need that rookie, and we already have tamer in hand. Oh no, we're going for the double tamer lineup in the future. Takata, the creator.
Yep.
Hoping Galaxy wins since I hate red decks. Wait, but wait, I don't think. Wait. How many red cards do you need to be a red deck? Wait.
Ooh, giving a boost off of security also. That's
kind of huge. That was kind of a risky attack too. I mean, we were only 9k there. Oh, we had jamming. Never mind. Galaxy does not go burr. It goes burr.
In a different way. Yeah. To answer your question, Law, the tokens, they're not exclusive for today. They were just a fun collaboration where I got them for today.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys want any of the tokens, reach out to Curiosity. I know she has a shop. She has more tokens. If you guys need tokens for some of the other decks you might play, so if you need the Fox tokens, if you need just the Jesmon tokens, you need, I'm trying to think, everything makes tokens. Levia makes tokens with their Octopus thing. Like,
yeah.
She probably has them.
Yeah. And they're all in her VTuber, I don't know what to call them. VTuber scenery outfits, I guess, collection. I don't know, man. I've talked to her about this before. VTubering doesn't make sense. As someone whose name is shared with a VTuber, I still don't get it. I don't think I'll ever get it. And I say shared. I've had that name first. It's BS, man.
And we're going to scramble for 2, which means
we couldn't delete the because we don't have X antibody. Okay, I was gonna say we couldn't delete the duder, but oh well.
And we actually keep turn with this line.
Yeah, so we're gonna attack. 2 checks.
2 checks.
This is gonna be 2 checks at I believe 14. Oh, more
17.
than that because of the
1 attack. Opponent gets a memory boost in return though, so if we have a
tit for tat.
If we protoform to Gallant X though, we trash security, restand, Omni X could be game. Like this, okay, we don't have that. I was gonna say, dude, if we protoform Gallant X, swing 2 more checks, and then Omni X, that just happens sometimes. Yeah.
That is definitely a Christmas land.
I like thinking of the optimal lines. I don't know if you've noticed this. Like, I'll point out the high roll plays
every time. We're just gonna hard play Cressy. We don't have another real way to get through this. But with the Gallimon X in hand, we just need to find a way to spend the right amount of memory. Honestly, like. Shouldn't be too difficult. We're gonna go to 6 memory here.
I mean, like, even if we
wait, all turns we're not affected as long as we go to 0 on this stack as well. Actually, scramble.
Yep.
Oh, did we just empty scramble? Refunded. All right, attack. That will delete the Cressy, I believe. Oh, but we could be too small. Oh wait, what if we die here? Oh no. Wait, that's dead. Oh no, we should have gone into Gallant X. Oh, that we kind of fumbled. Oh, or at least we got a Geo. Geo X in the back. Just rebuild that line in the back is like probably the best thing we got. That's so unfortunate. We have the solace that we know that next turn we probably don't die at 4 security. All right, Lekis for 2. Oh wow. Okay. Galgamon to the bottom. That's some good news, I guess. Even though we got 1 to hand anyway. Going to Banana Peel the Lekismon to the bottom. Going to Galgamon.
Yeah, to all 80 folks watching, this is our circuit finals, Season 4 Pinnacle, Game 3. You've seen the players go back and forth. Getting the Cressy to stall for the one more turn was just enough for us to push this rookie out and actually work with a stack again. Like, it's one of the biggest weaknesses of Galaxy. Like, losing your stack is so crucial, so detrimental.
What's the high roll play here for Galaxy to go for game? Do we need
Galaxy
double tamer, or do we just not have the memory for it?
So because we don't have a Lunamon in our sources, it's going to be a combination of Wingdramon plays. But I don't think we have a Wingdramon to do that with.
We have jamming, so the attacks don't matter here. Points are made up. Or is it the rules are made up and the points don't matter? What's the quote I'm going for? Anyone in chat? If you guys got it, you got it.
Yeah, the Invisi math does help. We're go and do Wingdra.
Is it Wingdra? What does Wingdra allow for us here?
+1 check. Yeah, we're just going to cycle to a Cressy here. I think we're just trying to pray for like whatchamacallit, Hexaplow. I think it's Hexaplow and Prey Angle.
Potentially. Yeah, because we actually don't have enough. Funny enough, we don't have enough sources. We got so many sources under this. I guess we'll see. We're sideways, right? Yeah, we're about to evo. Maybe we don't have Hexa. It's another Invisi. Oh no, Apollo. But we're
the
sideways.
biggest guy possible. I think he's just going to be passing turn with an Apollo, saying, I can't do much. I might as well get the biggest guy that hopefully can't be deleted by your guy. But there's a world he just goes for game here.
So what do we have? We have we're +4, so 16k. There's a world we can't clear that.
Oh, is this just enough in trash for Crimson for game? No, there's no world for that.
You need 30 in trash between the both of you? That's possible.
I mean, you have to crack like all your boosts and scrambles probably too for that to even be a line, but I don't think it's enough.
Fair. I'm surprised we didn't scramble there. Especially, like, we could have gone the Wargrowl X or searched. Huh.
Seems like 4 for Wargrowl X for free. Can't pop the guy because he's way too big with all the blue inherits. Because he's +6, he's an 18k body.
Is it 6?
Yeah, he has 2 Cressys, 1 Luckus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think this is Gallant X winning here.
Oh, wow. Okay, that does it. And that will be all our memory gain. So much memory gain. And then we even have access to boost. We can...
Just need a Gallant X in hand to guarantee it.
And I think we have it. I know we have it. I'm pretty sure. And I think that's it right there. Yeah, Gallant X.
We might just be doing a Crimson to close it out.
I think so. Trash top, and then... Nope, no Crimson.
Or could be an Omni for game.
And we're big. 2 checks. Unsuspend here? Oh, Omni, okay.
Yep, Omni for game. Yeah, and that's our finals, folks. That is Gallantmon versus Galaxy. Galaxy played super well that game 1, and honestly, the whole set was played so well by both pilots.
Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, I think Gallant X was better at the more clean play there. Maybe they were digging for Omni X. Who knows? I think there's a couple lines that could have done right. I think the biggest mistake was definitely attacking with the 11k body into security, unfortunately. But it didn't end up mattering. Just ended up giving our opponent one more turn where they couldn't take it out anyway. Let's take it back to us. But that's it. That's the finals. That was fun. Gallant X takes the whole thing. Funny enough.
Dude, I just want to say, we saw some of the best and highest quality games in a moment. Not saying our regular webcam locals aren't that high quality, but these games were just so good to watch. Everything was back and forth. There's only one complete blowout of a game, but they came back in that set and they forced a game 3.
God, that Birds game 2 was so good. I think Birds game 2 was probably the highlight of the night for me. Like that was so sick. Oh man, that was fun. So yeah, guys. So you guys know, this has been the finals, the end of season 4 for the Eagles Nest webcam tournament series. And with that said, let's look at the prizing that like we do. We know who got third? Who got oh wait, third and fourth actually get the same prizing. So third doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Which is fine because when you do single and elim, I think third and fourth are the same thing anyway. The copper, no, not copper prizing, was it iron prizing? Why not? But yeah, this is what our players were playing for. Eagle has gone out of his way to collect just really good merch from Digimon creators, or Digimon TCG creators from across the scope. We got a vault in his deck box for third place, along with curiosities, tokens, and Digipanda's unreleased sleeves and playmats. So those are going to be new for everybody. They're going to be some of the first people to get to own these, which is really cool. Second place gets to add an A-Vault binder, their choice of either the Mega Mang, oh my god,
Magna Guru.
Yeah, or the Imperial Dramon binder. Really nice binder. I can show off the Magna Guru one if I really wanted to. And then first place gets to add a box of their choice, 2.5 and 2.5 or BT21. And a reminder, I want people to know this, importantly speaking, none of our invitational people had to pay to be in this tournament. They participated in the tournament. This was all purely funded off of the back of the funds generated throughout the season. This was a completely free tournament here at the end of season 4. And you hear that and you're like, oh, the end of season 4, that sucks. Well, that's great because season 5 starts on Monday. Oh man. And if you liked that prizing, if you thought that prizing was sick, season 5 starts. We're not stopping, man. Season 5 starts this Monday, 7:30 Eastern, Thursday, and also on Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. You wanna explain how the points are working? Are we doing any changes for season 5 in particular?
So season 5, honestly, I talked to my judges. We had a chat. We consider this the biggest win. Like, this was the best expectation results ending of this tournament, because we're able to reward players who are consistent by letting them improve their best 5 finishes. I show 4, it's 5. Where they get to use their best 5 results of webcam locals in points and put that towards the leaderboard. But also, if you can't participate every single week, we had someone who got their invite with 4 webcam locals worth of points. They spent $40 in points with prizing, and then they got to participate in this as well.
Bam,
so
pricing
we're doing the run back again for next season 5. We're just hoping we have bigger scenes so we can do bigger prizing, because the bigger the attendance is, the more we can invest into a prize pool.
And it's also off the back of everybody watching here. I know 61 viewers. We peaked at something like 80 viewers for this. Thank you guys, everybody, for coming out and watching this and being part of it. It's definitely, over the course of season 4, we've snowballed into such a great community experience, and it's fun to get to cap out with this kind of stuff for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed. There's other sellout things we can do. More Eagles Nest is, we're not just a season 5 news. We also have a case tournament coming up, $35 a person. Format is BT 2.5 ban list, April 6th at 11 p.m. Central. It is going to be BT 21. It's a BT 21 case tournament. Sorry, I guess I didn't say that. The more people that show up, you guys know how this is. Plenty of people do it this way. It's the progressive case tournament prizing, where the more people that show up, the bigger the prize pool. And so show up if you want a big prize pool, and do well if you expect to. We will. It will be BT 25 legal, not 21. It does get kind of confusing there sometimes, but it's fine. Prizing will be shipped out the second Eagle gets it, but that should be exciting. That it's going to be, again, April 6th at 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. That is a Sunday for, I believe that's a Sunday. I think that's a Sunday for everybody, so enjoy that. Anything and then the last thing I'll sell out before we really wrap up is tomorrow, Core TCG hosting a in-person Pasadena regional. Me and Digipanda have been asked to commentate the official tournament stream for that, so check out us tomorrow. I believe, let me see if I can get the time for you guys. Sunday, what are we looking at? It starts at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So check out the Core TCG official stream. We'll be streaming that. That'll be really exciting for everybody. I think it's the first commentated event of 2025. So that'll be nice to get back into having our event streamed. So anything, Eagle?
Dude, I'm just so happy. Season 4, I would call that a big success. Like we talked about earlier, our player count for the entire season was crazy. We had, I'm pulling it up right now, 186 unique players. That means 186 people with different limitless accounts played in these tournaments. And across all 24 tournaments, we had 617 players attending. Just super crazy. We try to be super generous, surprising, make these super awesome events, build up a community, and I'm just happy we're here to help fill that space and help supplement other spaces do the same.
All right, so off the back of that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for participating. Thank you for keeping us entertained in chat. You guys are definitely, you guys are, I like to think chat and everybody watching, you are a part of the show as much as me and Eagle are. So without you guys, there's no point in doing the show, right? So thank you. Good night. Good talk. And now we're out. See you guys Monday or tomorrow, depending on what you want to watch. Definitely for Eagle's Nest. We'll be back Monday.